everyone. I do hope everything comes through. Good evening. How are you all doing? Music is way too loud, so sorry for that. This is just because I'm just downloading a bit of stream music over here. I'm just randomly downloading, so I don't know if they're good. I don't know if any of those songs is good or whatnot. I'm just going to download these and I'm going to plop them into a playlist, and then we're going to see if that works. Also, oh my god, let me zoom in a little. This is just... There you go. It's much better. It's much better. I'm a little late today. Sorry, we were just watching a series and I didn't I didn't pay attention to the time. So here we go. Look at that. What's that? Like pink hand waving. Is that why? I did connect some voice commands to Lumia, but I have no idea if this is working. So I'm not sure if if I say baby camel, normally it should do some trigger lights and stuff. Ah, it works. It works. Look at that. What was that? That's so good. It did work. Or was that the like on the stream? I don't know. Might also be the like on the stream. Who knows? But last time around, we ended up with just about 48 likes on stream. Not 50 even. The record is at 85. Let's see if we can add that today. I am just going to pull up all the stuff here in that playlist. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Just select all of these and then, oops, let's say, come on, open this. And then let's have the chilly music in the background. I hope that this is gonna work. Hi, Jennifer Fafa, also the Coaster Carter, Metal Life Gaming, and Luca, obviously, hello to you as well. Is there any music playing even? I can barely hear it, it's so low. Let's put that up a little. I hope it's better for you, but for me it's super low. I think that is better now for you. We gotta figure out. Oh, it's actually this one. We gotta figure out the sound level for you guys if it's the same. Wait, hold on. It's gonna plop this both as loud as it can be, and then let's see if we can have this kind of good for us. So if I pause the game, the music should be more, you know, more there. PW Corgi 2000. Good evening to you. Let me just also get a little bit of my crap away over here. Because I am also Gorgon Gaming. Hey, how are you? I'm so ready for the stream. Me too. The music might actually be a bit too loud now, right? Let's have a look if I can lower this down. Normally, this is our level for the music. It's a new playlist, so that's why we have to just adjust it, you know? Adjust it. I gotta get used to looking into the camera. The problem is I always love to have like my preview image, but my preview image is here. I'm looking at my preview image now, but it's not facing, you know. I hope it's not too distracting for you, but I gotta learn to just look into the camera way more often. Look at that, 6 likes in. This is the pace we need, guys. This is the pace we need. It's gonna be a fun stream. I'm looking so much forward to this stream today because we are going to prepare the arcade. We have finished last time around, which makes me super proud. We have finished this entire, well, not I have finished this in you know, my late night session afterwards, but we have done such a crazy work on the backstage that this is now the finished version. I think I mean, I don't know who of you have seen the episode, but this is the finished area. Let me just get a little sip of my drink and then we try to really get in. Is it dropping now? What is dropping? No, it's not dropping now. It's dropping next, what's that, 30th, the Thursday? I think it's next Thursday. When is the update? Next Thursday. But we are obviously going to prepare. I mean, Jinatha Fafa makes sense because Jurassic World Evolution is really not on my channel so like prominent at the moment. Oh, so tasty. Oh my god, Convulsion. Oh my god, it's been a while. Same. Wow. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we need Jury, we need Liv, we need all the old ones too. Jinathan Fafa is also here, but you know, Jinathan Fafa is about classic again. You are here now for a while. Look at it. Oh my god! Super sticker 199 unboxing. That's so cool. Hold on. This is actually pretty fun. Do I have it down here? I don't know if I think I don't. I do got a very nice little giveaway from Above the Snow. I really like, I haven't had the time to play it, but there will be a video about of the snow. It's a pretty damn good game, but I just haven't made it doing the video, which I will do the coming days. It's just too much going on right now. I love the live streams because I can handle them quite nicely, but apart from that, it's super hard to get all the videos out right now. I do have a couple of things prepared also in here. As you know, I've been working on the Big Thunder Mountain. We will eventually, I guess, with the update, see what we can do about the Golden Coaster. If there's any changes to this one to be made too, that will be fun. I'm not sure if anything else comes with the arcades, but I do hope that the free update does give a couple of things. I'm very glad that seemingly I don't need to change anything about my tutorials I did. Mineral, heyo, good evening, welcome on in. We are doing some arcade works today. Mineral might be your thing. We have prepared already something last time around. So this is gonna be one area for the arcades, but we will also make like a little walkthrough here into, whoops, this is gonna be, wait, hold on, there you go. This is gonna be like a restaurant. It's gonna be a lot of interior work today. This is somewhat of the outside work we have done, but that's just like a placeholder-ish kind of thing. So we are going to do a lot of interior work. 10 likes already, oh my god. Having had a pretty bad day, so this is good self-care. Sending my love to you and the family. Thank you. Hopefully we can make you have a better mood. That would be fantastic. Animal plush, wait, hold on. Animal plus H world, or plush world. Animal plush world, 100. Thank you. Do you got a Rudy plushie as well? I bought it for the classic engine as well compared to the, yeah, exactly. I just figured, oh my god, can I find a picture? Hold on. I will try. I don't think I can. I got it. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I think I have it on my computer. Wait, let's do a search. I'm going to bring, this is just for the funsies, okay? I'm going to search for Gamescom 2016, my first Gamescom. I should have a picture of Sylph, the lady, and me. My computer will have a moment until it's found it, but it's gonna be fun. So what I said already last time, I think we have to enlarge the arcade a little bit. I'm not feeling it. This is too small, I guess. I want to make this a really kind of spacious area, and I want to make sure that the restaurant also sits well in there. So we're going to work on that. I'm actually pretty happy. Let's see how productive we are today, but I'm also feeling to put some banners and stuff in because I want to do like a bit of a community challenge this summer, which includes doing some artwork. So you guys, if you're liking to do some artworks for this wonderful channel over here, for this park, I would be more than happy if you do so. I gotta admit that like the episode that Yonti Geekism did for his Main Street really did give me a lot of ideas for making this feel even more alive over here. That would be fantastic to be done. I mean, this park is growing ever so much, and I would love to tackle this very area here super soon, because at the moment this is very barren, and I like the idea what I have over here to go a bit more of a countryside kind of thing. You know, that's gonna be fun either way, but I want to continue the theme. Like, I don't think that I want to go even more into the city vibes of the Black Forest, because we do have quite a lot of the buildings in here already. So what I do envision is that we might have maybe like a kind of a small castle, kind of a broken castle kind of ending over here, where we might put like a flat ride in. And then for over here, I want to go a lot more into the countryside of the Black Forest, because there's so many things we could do. We could build like a kind of nice bridge with like an area down here. We could make like a waterfall. I'm thinking about having like a, let's say, like the park actually did do a waterfall coming up from over here going all the way down here. I think this is something I would love to tackle, because I think that would look fantastic. Hold on. So, do you have issues where track switches won't switch and no switch back? No, I don't, Nick's Vlogs, but I do know there are issues with that, and I do hope they tackle these things. I didn't have them, but maybe I didn't have the correct, or like the wrong ride, I should say. Been loving all the videos from John T. Led. Yeah, it's so weird though, isn't it, Mineral? I feel like the game, okay, hold on. I'm just gonna double check before I say something else wrong over here. Stream charts, Planet Coaster 2. I think we are at an all-time low when it comes to Planet Coaster overall. Not even Planet Coaster 2, but like overall. Let's have a look. 1 year. Yep, we are at an all-time low for Planet Coaster 2 at the moment. Let's have a look. Max. Yeah. That's right. Let's going to compare that real quick with Planet Coaster 1. And Wait, let's add that to the comparison. And also with Jurassic, no, not Jurassic, with Planet Zoo, actually. Hold on, Planet Zoo. Oh my god, that is just insane. That is just ridiculous, to be honest. Wow. So Planet Zoo at the moment has 3 times the amount of players compared to Planet Zoo. Ah, that is just, oh my god. To come to Planet Coaster 2. And hold on, Planet Coaster 1. Gonna be added that one too. Wait, hold on. Why is it not confirmed? Compare 3 games. There you go. So yeah, apparently Planet Coaster 1 has more players than Planet Coaster 2 at the moment. Like, at the moment. And I'm not speaking of a little, like a lot more players. That's frightening. Hold on, I'm just going to quickly show you. That is a scary graph. That is a pretty scary graph, my friends. Hold on, I gotta... How do I move this over? Can you see it that way? Yeah. So... Like right now, yeah, right now. As you can see, right now... I mean, we could also go to 1 week, and you would see that at the moment we still have more players in... actually, no, Planet Coaster at the moment... Oh, wait, did I mess up the colors? Oh, at least I messed up the colors, yeah. But, okay, well, I messed up the colors, but... I mean, look at the difference between Planet Zoo and Coaster. It's crazy, though. Also, I don't really know, why did Zoo spike so much? Was that a sale of some sort or so? And it never got back from that spike, though. But yeah, seeing how similar those 2 games perform at the moment is rather scary. And what I also find interesting is if you would add those 2 games together, like if you go to Planet Coaster 1 and 2, it would look a lot more, well, not good, but similar. But yeah, like it's... If you go, for example, and you say Prehistoric Kingdom, for example, let's have a look at Prehistoric Kingdom's player accounts. It's like 400, so you're still above a game like that, but not by much, you know. But what I wanted to say is, it is crazy because, yeah, no. So what I did lately is I double checked if really it's the case that more people are interested in animals and zoos or in theme parks. And the fun bit is, there's like no real evidence for that. In fact, it's actually the contrary. If you look at numbers, how many people go to a theme park per year and how many people are symboling interest in theme parks over zoos, it's almost double the amount of people interested in theme parks than in zoos. And over the last decade, this actually went far. The gap became bigger and bigger. While 10 years ago it was almost like level, the interest for zoos actually declines by a lot because of, you know, more people getting aware of zoos and blah blah blah. And at the same time, the amount of people going to theme parks is raising constantly. So it is not only that there is an interest lag, it seems like really about the game itself and not the interest in theme parks themselves. Because I feel like, what about Roller Coaster Tycoon? I'm just wondering, roller coaster. I mean, you don't see. I tell you, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'm gonna open a couple of those to see if they have some play on. What the heck? Oh no, sorry, wrong. So Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 has 53 at the moment. That's not that many. But yeah, if you see, for example, Roller Coaster still pulls like 500, which is crazy. I guess you can't correlate real world interest with video game interest. Exactly, but what I'd still think is that that there should be interest, but the game doesn't seem to pull. Now, what I want to say is, it's so weird because the Oreo Whale, good evening to you as well. Also, did I forget to say good evening to someone? Hold on. Convulsion. I think I didn't. Oh, I did. Kurai Heika, good evening. How are you doing? So, what I wanted to say is, it's so odd because I've been chatting to Yonti lately. I've been chatting to a lot of other people, also Aston, and even Delay Designer. And everyone is enjoying Planet Coaster 2 so far. Even Delay Designer said she's about maybe you're saying too much right now, but I hope she's not watching. But no, I mean, even she says that there is a bit of interest growing for her. So, good evening, Polar Coaster. Nice quality, nice cam quality. Yeah, we've upgraded here. So I can even show you in big. Have a look. Ooh, look at me. Oh no, now it's just. Oh, there you go. It's come back. It's come back. This is the quality right now. The quality. It's not that good because I'm streaming in 2K. And it's just full HD, but whatever. But what I just wanted to get across that I do enjoy this game more than ever. It is ridiculous. I had my things to say in 2024. I really had my things to say. I really was among the people who did complain a lot about the game. And I still would say rightfully so. But they have done such a stellar job in improving and doing, you know, a lot of great work. And it's just, I think at the moment, there's a huge gap of expectancy, like what people think the game is doing and what the game actually offers, but they are not able to do a pretty good marketing, right? They have been silent for 6 months. I really do hope they are now going in, grabbing their money back and throwing that on marketing and just really, I mean, even if it's not about us creators, if it needs to have a lot of big creators out there, then please do so. Yeah, throw money at them and let them play the game. Go at the big Let's Players in all the different countries and give them money to play the game and showcase how good the game is by now. Because that, PVZ, what is PVZ? I have no idea. Wait, how do I get PVZ? Kane, what's that? Well, Planet versus Zoo? Good game. Planet versus Zoo. What's good? Planet versus Zoo was so bad I removed it. Planet versus Zoo. Or what was it? Person versus... Plants versus Zombies. Oh my god. Okay. Well, yeah. So, I found the picture. Hold on. Is that Gamescom 2016? I think it is. Oh my god. I've got some real good gems in here. Let me show you some of those. Come on. Can you just load that in? Ooh, it's on my external hard drive. Oh my god. Oh, look at how young... I can't show that picture. I cannot show that picture. I'm going to look for a good one. I'm going to look for a good one that's not going to embarrass us. There you go. That's that. Oh my god. That's a hilarious picture. Oh my god, why is it so big? Don't do that to us. Look at us, younglings. Oh my god. Look at that. This is crazy. This is 10 years ago. Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, the effects on the golden on the workshop. What? Oh yeah, I should still do that, right? Naughty Gamble. Oh, no, that's not. It's not. I don't have the OF pictures in the Gamescom folder. Not at all. So, look at that. This is incredible. Wait, I've got more. I've got more really cool pictures here. I got the one and only Chief Beef Believe. Mr. Chris Sawyer himself, not the one obviously who has created the game, but that is the entertainer Chief B Believe, and Chris Sawyer is actually the one playing it. He's still a good friend of mine, still do chat every now and then, which is really cool. That is really, oh my god, what some memories, it's insane. Hold on, is there more good stuff to be shown? Oh my god, there are some really cool behind the scenes pictures and stuff. Is that Sylph? I think that's Sylph, right? Oh wait, hold on, who is that? I got it up. Oh yeah, that's Sylph with Ed. Who is that though? Oh my god, this is crazy. Where am I? Am I also somewhere over here? This is Sylph playing. Sylph and I did actually build a main street together for the Gamescom live stream. That was actually really cool. Hold on, this is that. So Sylph was like casually building a Arc de Triomphe kind of thing on stream. So that is basically him doing that. You can see there's also Bo, Jonathan Fafa. You can also see some people here. Look at that. This is Rich, I believe it is, and there's Ed streaming with it. There's some interviews going on over here. That was the stage. That is some 10 years ago. Boy, that is crazy. What else do we have in here? Just gonna see some fun pictures from after stream. Not gonna share that one. That was so nice. That was the entrance to the backstage where we were streaming. That was Joel, right? Vampiro. Just up, what do you think of the Stinking Gut Shop DLC? Wait, what? The Stinking Gut Shop DLC. What is the Stinking Gut Shop DLC? Yeah, but that was actually the good old logos down here 10 years ago. Oh my god. Pure Throttle, thank you for the sub. Also Black7243, gonna see where the sub is gonna go in. Anywho's, well, let's have a look. I've got one more cool picture to showcase if I find this. This is crazy. The other picture wasn't even that bad, but this picture looks like Lady and I are 20 years. That's like 20 years ago. Look at us. This is like 20 years ago, Lady and I. That is ridiculous. I look like 14 on this picture. This is crazy. 14. Okay. No, I've not been 14 in that picture though. I was older. Is there anything else I can showcase from back then? It's not really that much. I've got just a couple of pictures, and it's kind of crazy to see still the same crew. So for those of you who still don't believe it's the same crew, I can assure you it is. There's still, you know, Ed running around over here and Rich running around over here. So cool. So wait, hold on. Oh my god. This is me. This is me with, as you can see, this is me with Chief Beef Believe. Look at moi. Look at moi with Chief Beef Believe. Took its HU quickly. Hey, the red lipstick was iconic for late. Yeah, it was hashtag red lipstick. Rudy, where's your profile picture as a camel? Because my name is a camel, right? Shall I put myself on there? I don't really look like a... It's a new DLC for Zoo Tycoon. There are still DLCs for Zoo Tycoon? What did I miss? Hold on. What? What's that? What do you say? How was it called? This... Is that a joke? I am fearing to search that. Wait, hold on. I can't type. There's no fear because I'm too I don't want to... Should I search for that in incognito mode? I can't find anything that's named like that. I think this is a joke? Black? Why would there be a DLC for Zoo Tycoon? That would not make any sense. Anyhow, Polar Coaster. The reason is, I try to keep it short because the whole story is way too long otherwise. The real reason why this channel is called the way it's called is because I had a weird app idea some 20 years ago. And by that, I mean exactly 20 years ago. It was 2006. Some of you weren't even born back then. And my idea was, back in the day, to create like a very early Android kind of jump and run game. You know, that was very early in the Android game kind of years and whatnot, where everyone was like putting out these kind of random games. And at that time, I came together with another programmer, and you know, I've been very young at that point. I've been 16 back in the day, and I just had that idea, and we tried to push it forward, which never, obviously, as you can tell, never really worked out. And so I kept that channel though. The reason why I kept that channel in the firstly was because I was too stupid to delete it. And so it was another 10 years later when Frontier asked me to send them a video to explain how I had done my, I think it was a Star Destroyer I built in the alpha of Planet Coaster. They sent me a message because my brother, actually, he put a picture of that Star Destroyer in on Facebook. You know, because Facebook was the only social media back in the day. Well, it wasn't, but in Germany it was. And so that happened, that it ended up me sending this over. It was Dale Esmeraldi back in the day. I sent this over, and he then came back to me and was like, oh my god, we've still no idea how you did that, so thanks, I guess. And yeah, this video I sent to them was not put on private or on unlisted. Well, because YouTube didn't have it back in the day, so I was obviously sending them a public link. But because I didn't want to do this on my private channel or my private socials, I decided to go with my old unused Rudy Camel app idea channel, which I just uploaded. I was like, I don't care if that one is being used, you know. And little did I know that a day later, that video had like some 10,000 views. Even though the video was made as if I was talking to Frontier, you know, I was explaining what I did in the build, like I do to you, but the main reason was to explain that to Frontier. Well, kind of the same as today, I guess. But yeah, so this is how it all came together, and this is how that's mainly also the reason why I do YouTube today. That's legit the reason why I am doing what I am doing over here. So that's kind of a fun story. I still like to tell that every now and then because it is really a fun story to tell. Let's see if there's... oh my god. Yeah, we can put something in front of it. I'm going to hide that nicely. Grim, please keep it in English. I will still answer your question though. Hold on. Oh, that's a crazy story. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome. Also. A lot. Don't remind me. People were born in 2006. Don't need a reminder how much like the creep I look like. Yeah. It's new plank concept theme park around gums and dental hypnosis. But Black, quickly, do tell me, is that really for Planet Zoo? For Zoo Tycoon? I have searched for that. I can't find anything. I mean, Kane, that was the short story. There's a lot more to the name Rudy Camel. And also Grimlock Play. I have no idea what's in the update because else we would be looking at it. I have no idea other than arcades and more than just one arcade kind of thing. That's all I know. But I do obviously hope there's a lot more in it. If it was for me, I would love to see hotels, but I feel like we wouldn't or we won't, because if there were hotels, surely they would have teased that or said something about this. So I'm not really feeling it. Hold on, is my wife about to go to bed already? No, it's not. I thought, okay. I thought because there was a WhatsApp message, but it's not from my wife. So Planet Estefania, good evening. How are you doing? Saturday night fever. Night fever, at least for me. What time is it for you guys? Anyone? I mean, Kane, I know that you're not watching this at nighttime because it's... what is it for you? Is it early? It's like noon, right? Should be around noonish for you. Noonish, somewhat around noon. But what are you guys' times right now? When are you watching this video? Or like live stream, I should say. Video for those of you who watch later. Let's zoom these a little smaller. There you go. Cute stone wall. Yeah, I'm just gonna use that over here as an excuse to hide more, to do this more. Nice. 1:30 p.m. in Hollywood. Oh my god. You're in Hollywood. I'm also in Hollywood, backstage. Just kidding. So, here we go. I quite like the music I downloaded. As I said earlier, I have not been able to double check the music. Grimlock Play, I assume that, because obviously you're also in Germany, I guess. Is it just me, or the browse on the workshop always shows the same creations? I don't know. I think it does, but you can. I mean, I always type in words. You know, we can quickly double check. Let's quickly do. Oh yeah, obviously DJ Andy T YT 2009. That makes sense. It's just 1 hour before us, afterward. How you say that? Anyways, you are 1 hour earlier, I guess that's how you say. So if you go to browse, yes, this is mainly always the same because it is like the newest builds and stuff. Let's quickly see if our trick still works. Ah, it's still in. But it's just 16 downloads. What's that? We need more. We need more. I still like the fact that we can say trash and people can, I mean, you don't need to download, but we have to have people rate that. Still love that that we did this. But yeah, no, I think the reason why you always have that when you hit browse, it's like when it's should be the newest. As you can see, it's uploaded today at the evening, so that's why. So on browse, you always see the newest stuff available. Kind of like the little figures that have been made over here. Interesting. I should be browsing the workshop more often though. Yeah, but today I want to build, so let's do this. Okay, Grim, but makes sense. Like, whatever German-speaking country you're from makes sense at the same time. Anyways, yep, the Great Los Angeles area, but close enough. Check my Hyperia inverted on workshop. I'll make later. Stick with me. We're doing it later, promise. If you do remind me on doing that again, I will. It is trash for sure. Yeah, it is. I mean, if you click popularity, even week or month, it shows the same ones. Ah, okay. That might be broken though. Okay, so Black. Should I say you? L Black? Black? I don't want to call you just Black, you know, because also your icon is purple, so you're purple Black. Whatever, you get the idea. Also, guys, if you want to support, you can become a member on YouTube or a sub on Twitch, and that's gonna pull my bar up there forward. You know, the goal is just open for another week, so it's a pretty close one. Don't mind if it doesn't work, but I just had that as a fun idea. Anyhow, do you use any mods? I do use the Sky Studio mod over here. This is one of my absolute favorite mods at the moment. And I forgot to actually load one in. So add the realism in, and you can see the tint changes. I'm not sure which one I'm using. I think I'm gonna go, as always, with like the realism 3. But you can change the lighting of it in a couple of things. You can make it a foggy day, for example. Let's do it a foggy day. You can see that's becoming like a very nice foggy day over here. You can make heavy rain look like heavy rain, which is this over here. And now I just would need to activate the rain to make it really like look a heavy rain. I have a preset for snow to make it really snow. You know, that is when it's snowing. So it actually looks a lot better together if you do that. I can quickly show you. I'm a big fan of this mod. I've been talking to this the creator of the mod quite a lot, and he's been doing a lot of things for me in this mod. So I'm very thankful. So I'm very glad whenever I can show off this wonderful mod. Good evening. What inspired you to pick a running camel as your mascot? We just had the story like a couple minutes ago. Short story, 20 years ago, I had an app idea to benefit from that very first Android jump and run game kind of sphere, which we just looked into the workshop, into the app store back in the day, if what animal wasn't picked or what character wasn't picked. So we figured we're gonna take a camel because no one had a camel. We needed a shorter name than Ren Camel, which was Rudy. That's how the name was born. Never ever used it again. 10 years later, I sent a video to Frontier. I didn't want to use my own channels, so I went to this very old channel I secured for eventually that app idea, sent that over. The video got 10,000 views overnight, so I sticked with that, and that's how it's born. Yeah, so basically this is snow, which I think gives a lot more snowy vibes away. Let's do heavy rain real quick. So that is heavy rain. And this is heavy rain. So I think this does create a lot more heavy rain feel, which I'm a big fan of, you know. That gives a lot more of the idea away. And you know what's also funny, guys? And it's yeah. So how do you get this Polar Coaster? There is a Coaster Sim modding Discord in which you can download this. Rudy is my real name. It's not Janita, but people believe it is, which is still hilarious. So yeah, this is heavy rain. I'm quite a big fan of the changes I did with all the clouds and stuff. And within this mod, you can actually oops, wrong button. You can actually change a lot of the things. So for example, you can change the cloud coverage. So as you can see, the coverage right now is relatively big, but I can tone it down, which then would reveal the sky too much and the sun, which obviously is not too clever. So you can also say what density you want to have them. So you can make them super light, and you can make them less thick, for example. But I also do have atmospheric stuff done. So I need to reduce the fog. And then you can see this is how Frontier is kind of doing rain, which is not the right way of doing it. So let's grab the preset again, load that in, bam, there you go. Oh, it covers the mod. Oh yeah, you're right. Wait, hold on. Just for the showcase, I'm just going to quickly weep. I'm going to put that here. So down here you've got all the settings, and then for example for the cloud settings you've got all the sliders here where you can, you know, change the horizon density, thickness, coverage, blah blah blah. You know, you can change all these things. You can change the fog. You can change haze. You can change the distance where it should start. You can also, the sun multiplier is way down right now, so I would need to up that again to 1, and I believe it's 120. So this is then bringing the game back to like a normal look, if you will. But this is kind of cool, and then you can again download all these various things. So if you go back to, you know, my presetting. So what's really cool is you just saw how the lights were turned on, right? Because if I go back to my realism 3, load that in, and I'm gonna change the weather back to off or like sunny, you can see the lights are turned off again. So what I do have to say is that, and that's the crazy bit, I have talked to the modder who did this mod quite a lot, and he did confirm to me that every setting is already in game. It's nothing they added to the game. It's basically just a mod that lets you allow to change a whole bunch of values that are already in the game. So you can also override the shadows, like for example over here, override shadows. You can make the shadow actually super blurry, which is some of the shadow settings I use to make it look a bit more for the snowy, because in snow everything is so, you know, so that's that. Or if you make it super hard like this, you can make it like super sunny and like tropical, and where you have that, you know, whatnot. You can do it this way. Well, I had that, I think, what, 2.5 or some sort. Yeah. You can have color grading. You can desaturate things and make it a film noir, if you will. You can make it super oversaturated like this. Oh my god, that burns. I forgot which exactly that was. You can change the white balance to make it like super warm, kind, you know, summery, and you can make it super cold for like winter and stuff. So you can really play around with the settings quite a lot, and this changes quite a lot. You can create a bit more contrast or less contrast, however you like. You can contrast midpoint changes. You can do all kind of HDR stuff that you want to do. I actually have really done a lot of work in here, so this is why all my realism settings have different appeals. I like to go with this one. So yeah, really cool mod. Let's bring myself back down again to my position and continue building so that we at least get some stuff done today. 36 likes already, guys. We are going today. All right, let's hop in here. The first thing we're doing is pretty simple. We're just going to try to make the rooms look good, okay? So this is a plaster wall. We're obviously going to go with the plaster wall without any, oops, there you go, blah 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 blah. So this is the one we are going with. I'll actually grab this color and put the color on yaw, confirm. All right, so this is that. What I'm willing to do is I'm willing to just build that, build that arcade and have like a very interesting ceiling kind of stuff going on as well. So which is why we are basically going to do this, and then just going to bring this over. I think it's kind of cool if we keep that as like all the way, and then this is the arcade. Yeah, that's pretty nice. So we can make like a backstage door going out of here. Also, Grimlock Play, you are very welcome. Obviously, as I said earlier, it's a bit of a weird situation right now, simply because the interest in this game is like so crazy low, but I enjoy this game more than ever. At the moment, I really have to force myself to play other games. Not gonna lie, there has been a time where it was quite the opposite way around, where I really had this different feeling, like I didn't want to play the game. I just literally didn't want to play the game, which is always a bad sign for a game. But now it's, as I said, the opposite way. It's really, I do love to play Planet Coaster 2, and I would actually play this game every single day if I could, and also do only videos on this game, but that unfortunately wouldn't be healthy for the channel. Also, Pimp Planet 2, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good night as always, and love to catch you around next time. Hopefully you are going to join us again. Okay, let's have a look. This is going to be on this side. Is this the correct color already? It's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build like another step into that, which would also help to sell the edge over here. Can I bring this edge over? I think I can even do this a little, right? So it should be doable. Is this connected to another path of some sort? No, it's not, right? Okay, so I think if I move this out, okay. Is this? It's in mid-air here, okay. Yeah, no, let's get a... Actually, okay, I'm gonna hide this corner. I'm gonna hide it away. I think it's better. Continue building. You have to start building to continue building. Yeah, okay. I get that to you, but... So, hold on. Is the audio levels good, guys? Because I haven't asked again, but is the audio levels good? Can you hear the music? Is it not disturbing? Is it loud enough? Tell me. Because we have to ensure you got a very, very good experience. So let's do that again, like so. So we have that little interest edge in here, right? So let's make that double. Look at that. So this is kind of cool. And what I would love to do with the ceiling, and this is going to be looking really damn good, I guess. I think what I love to do, it's going to be a bit of an interesting one. But anyways, playing around with distance, new enhanced move tool mod. It's so freaking... Oh, I have seen that one. But in all honesty, Mineral, I was like, okay, you know, I've got a lot of things to do right now. And if I was to start playing with this mod, I see myself getting drowned in that mod. And I was like... that might not be the best idea for the moment, so let's maybe not do it. So yeah, it sounds Knorke. Oh my god. All fine. Good evening. Aus Versehen absichtlich. There you go. That's a good name, by the way. I think I said that already, but I still like it. I still do like it. So what I want to do is I want to create like a very nice ceiling that goes, let's say, all right, hold on. My wife just told me she's ready. Wait, then we're going to do the break now. And I'm going to say goodnight to her. That's actually good. The music is always disturbing. I don't like style of music. Okay, what do you like then, Kane? Tell us what we could do, because I'm relatively open to all kinds of music in here. So yeah, it's a game changer. Yeah, I mean, I saw this advanced move to track where you were like, and also like how you can change the pivot point. I mean, this is obviously changing the pivot point, fixes a couple of pieces in the first place. That is good. But also the fact that you can kind of, you know, just have the whole thing with the correct pivot point of a group selection. That is mind-boggling. So extremely mind-boggling. But it's also like, you know, obviously it made sense for the supports. But yeah. Let's go. I am back in a second, guys. To make it a bit more enjoyable for you, I'm going to keep you guys in this spot over here, so you can see the coaster come around a couple times and just see a bit of theme parking. I'll be back in a second. Hang on, guys. We're going to continue. It's going to be a long stream today, or longer stream. Maybe we do a bit more than 1 a.m. So stay with me. I'll be back. I'll grab some snacks. I'll grab some good vibes, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. So again, stick with me. Have a look at the coaster. We back soon. Lick Emily's back. Hello. Thanks for subbing. Easy Tigers in the chat. Great designer. Easy Tigers, welcome on in. Thank you so much. I think that's a sub on YouTube, right? I'm not just impressive chair stream. Look at what chair built in Planko 2. Frontier should learn from chair. Chair is good. We have to bring chair back to good. Back to. Hold on. What did I do? That's wrong. Where is the? That's correct. Okay. I can't? Oh my god. I couldn't move because it's the end of day report. Let's have guest experience today is good. The park interpretation is good. Park rating is not too good. Average number of rides per adult 4.92. Average number of rides per child 6.43. Good kids. You are okay, excuse me. You're doing good, kids. That's a good one. All right, anyways. How have you been, guys? Without me, just a couple of minutes though, but we are back. We are back. I think I will check. Last time I did check. It's always like when I go to say goodnight to my wife, we lose about 10 to 15 people from the stream. Eventually, I double checked that in the analytics last time. It's always like it goes high, then has a stable top, and then whenever I say okay, I'm gonna go say night to her, we lose about 10 people, which is crazy, but it's okay. That's the way it is. Just gonna drink a bit. I'm very thirsty today. I have been building in the garden the whole day. It's been insane. And this is why I am still very thirsty. Anyhows, I'm going to continue building here. As I said, I am feeling so hyped in this game lately. I've had such a good vibe playing it, enjoying it. Just in general, playing this game lately has been so much fun. And I want to continue, enjoying it so much. So, in chat, guys, how many hours do you already have in Planko 2? Or in Planko 1, it doesn't matter. And is there anyone in chat who has not played this game or is looking at playing this game maybe in the future? I'd be very interested to hear your opinion. How you've been finding this game, or actually how you found out about this game. That's also pretty interesting. How do you guys find about games these days? This is just a classic, I've seen the news and blah blah blah. I follow people. I don't know how you would do this, but or is this more like is this really like random? If you can say that, random. Well, watching the same small section of Coastal Loop for 5 minutes is not the best way to maintain viewers. Yeah, I guess. But what else would you do for a break? Humans need breaks. What would be a better way to maintain a break? Would it need to be a chair stream then? At the moment, just have a little over 1,000. Hold on, what? How do you pull that off? How many hours do I have? I've got 617, and I've been playing quite in and out this game. That is impressive, Rhinus Fire. That is very impressive indeed. So, I gotta say... okay, now I think what I will do eventually is I'm gonna hide this piece away as well. Also, let's pause the game. Like, I like the audio in Planet Coaster, but if you don't see what is doing all these noises and stuff, it's becoming rather annoying after a while. Also, speaking of annoying, this texture fighting over here is rather annoying too. Okay. So I do a 50 likes, guys. We made it exactly an hour in, 50 likes. If we can keep that ratio, it would be 150 likes till the end of the stream. That would be an absolute new record. Mineral! Have you ever turned the game off? What the heck? Hold on. The game is out for how many? Wait. Mister. Let's have a little look. Do we actually want to know that? For how long has the game been out? Let's do a little fun test. I want to do this test. I'm just gonna see how good the new ChatGPT really is, because they say it's so good. Let's have a look if it really is so good. Let's have a look. Hey, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, ready whenever you are. Just let me know what you need.
So can you please count the days? How many days have been passed since Planet Coaster 2 has been released?
Planet Coaster 2 was released on November 6th, 2024. So since today is April 25th, 2026, 537 days have passed since its release.
Okay, so that is quite impressive. So if someone has over 1,100 hours in the game ever since the launch, considering that person cannot play every single day, how many hours a day would that be, calculating in that this person has a normal amount of, holidays, days off, and stuff like that?
Right, let's break it down. So we have 537 days total. Now let's assume a typical person has about 30 days off for holidays or breaks, so that leaves 507 active days. If they've played 1,100 hours in that time, we divide 1,100 by 507. That's about 2.17 hours per day on average. So roughly 2 and a bit hours each day.
Okay, so that's the first time that system has got it right. That is interesting. But considering, I thought it was more per day. 2 point somewhat hours per day is okay. Also, convulsion. I got to do this every single day at work, and that was literally also my work account. And I have a very different stance on that, and I honestly have to keep my cool because I just cannot stand this general anti-AI thing. I gotta say though that I do really hate ChatGPT by now, or OpenAI as a whole, and that's my work account. If it wasn't for work, I would delete that freaking thing. And it's just like because they have released the newest version, and because of my work, I have to analyze that. I have to test this. It's literally my job, and because it's my job, I have been researching and analyzing this for more than 6-7 years before people even thought about AI. And there's just so much misinformation going on. There's just so much misinformation going on right now. But I don't want to make this topic of the stream because then we will not put down a single wall anymore. But it's really that, like, the one thing that you need to understand is that the thing that people are against is not AI. The thing that people are against is these greedy companies. And yes, I am against that too. But the problem is we have decided to not do anything against that many years ago when we were just shoving, mineral, you got that. But I think it still holds true. It's still the exact amount of years. But the thing is, we have decided as a society to sell our souls over 10 years ago. I have been fighting about Greasy Brie, thank you so much. Look at that, also pushed the member goal forward. Thank you so much. Welcome on in. The Campbell Starter, enjoy your emotes. Also, the thing is, again, I am also against that greed, and I'm actively working with, like, non-profit organizations and stuff to really make sure that data security and all that kind of stuff is improved. But the thing is out there. You won't stop it. You just have the chance to change it. But in order to change it, you have to understand it. There is also, AI is not just blankly bad, There is a lot of good stuff about AI as well. But it's like fire. Fire per se is neither good or bad. It's what people do with it, And yes, we can agree that unfortunately at the moment, as with most of the fucking tech stuff, people are doing more harm than good with the technology. And I'm fully aware of that. Yet again, that doesn't change from the fact that, again, if you want to really say something against it, you better have to learn about that and get yourself informed. So, for example, one of the most dominant things people throw at me is like the environmental impact, which is funny because as it is true and it's consuming a lot of energy and stuff, but what I really find interesting is it's the same people who are screaming now for discounts on oil and discounts on fuel and gas because of that crisis we are in. And it's the same people who are buying a new phone every 2 years. It's the same people who eat a ton of meat. It's the same people who, and so on and so forth. I could continue with that list. And this is really what annoys me the most about this. And yes, I do have a problem with a couple of specific AIs, let's call it that way. And I also, and maybe this is because of all my experience in that field, but one topic that I also find interesting is that copyright topic, because yes, generative AI can replace certain jobs, if you will, but I'm very confused to why specifically artists feel so harshly hit by that, because at the end of the day, artists have the big advantage that they at least can sell the process and the person. Office people doing, calculations and simple accounting, they cannot sell their personality. They can also not sell the process. It's about doing the stuff and having a result. They will be replaced, and these are the people, rightfully so, are in danger right now and in fear, and we have to find solutions for those people quickly, because the money argument will really overlay that very quickly. So that's why it's not always black and white. It's not always black and white, and people should really start to be informed about what they say, because again, if you play that game, which is fine, and if you're against this, hey, don't use it. If you are able to not use it, do not use it, because again, as I said, I have to do this. This is my job. I do it on a daily basis, and yes, I also have some advantages doing YouTube with it, you know, writing all the descriptions and all that kind of stuff and making all these kind of things apparently is super time consuming. And while I use it, I don't use it that often, but I have obviously done my own template out of 2,000 video descriptions I have done in the past. So it's literally my work. I allow this thing to copy and just help me out a little bit. It's almost like if Word ever was capable of doing that, which it will never, but you know, that's just because it's Word. That is how it can be used, and then it's a good thing, because now, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about that, this is the last thing I'm going to say. And if you do this, it's actually energy saving. Now, if you consider the amount of work I need to do with like these typical time-consuming, stubborn, damn boring tasks, like writing text, writing copies, writing titles and descriptions, you know, doing scripts or whatnot, and also at work, obviously, doing briefings that you have all the info for. This is time-consuming, yet it's not the most enjoyable work in the world. This is done in seconds. These seconds take relatively loads of energy, but still an incredible amount less energy than if I sit on my computer, which is consuming at the moment about 1,000 watts an hour. Imagine I'm sitting on my computer for like 10 minutes doing the descriptions and stuff. I would suck up 60 watts or more. Like it would be even more, because obviously it's in lower, it's not running full, but this is taking up a lot of watts. A same task on AI would not even be half a watt in consumption, relatively. I'm not speaking about total, because you know but relatively. And this is why people always have to see all the sides of it. So yeah, AI slop on the other hand side, the Sora app, for example, that is pure utter shit. That is pure utter shit. And every single person in the world who has used the Sora app needs to really question themselves. But you know, anyways, let's go back to, because AI flooding those art forms is really annoying. Yes, yes, TyXY, I'm gonna show you something. We'll be back, and I will also answer to you, Agent KYU, in a second. Let me show you something. On that note, you just said, yeah, okay, Kane, that's also a fair point. Anyhows, let's quickly do something, because I'm gonna show you something here. I have actually done this. How do I? Okay. Yeah, exactly. This is how you do that. And I'm going to go for that one. And yeah, okay. So I'm going to show you something, and I'm going to tell you something about this. On your point, TyXY, this is YouTube. And I typed in Planet Coaster 2, and I set it to most popular. That's what I did. No other filter, just most popular. Have a look what you'll find. This is just the same type of endless, shitty content. That's what you get. So tell me, what is the difference between AI slop and this? What's the difference? Because literally what you get is all these shorts in an amount that is ridiculous. They are uploading 20 to 30 of these things per week, and you can see there is like a whole bunch of channels just copying the exact same freaking pattern. Look at that, and look at the amount of subscribers they have. 180k. They kind of, you know, raced by me in just 243 videos. This one has 311 videos. This one has 200 and 65 videos, you know, and you can see it's all that kind of, you know, recreatable 110,000. Look, I mean, isn't that the same slop? Isn't that happening? Hasn't that been happening before as well? Yes, you can do that in a higher ratio. I get it. But the problem is not the system. The problem is us, the user, because they wouldn't have that many views if it wasn't for people actually watching them. I did actually do a little script on my freaking Chrome browser to actively do the same. Whenever I go to browse YouTube, it's gonna deactivate shorts for me. That's what it does, because I hate shorts so much, and this is, you know, I'm getting, this is where I get annoyed by, and this is why I'm always like, okay, guys, you are against AI slop. Why are we not against content slop in the first place? Because that is what harms also creators like me, people who spend hours and days recreating this golden coaster has cost me 50, 60, 80 hours, you know. In this time, they make, I don't know, 120 of these videos. And potentially they make 800 times the amount of views that I have. And potentially also 400 times the amount of money than I do. And you can, you know, you can decide yourself, is there better content? Well, if you decide that's better content, fine by me. I don't think so. But as I said, I really do think if we speak about AI slop, let's speak about content slop in the first place, because I feel like social media has exactly seen that, a race in content slop, and a dramatic one. Humans are just capable of slop as AI, but at least, yeah, well, volume is volume, technology is next standard, but I had a slop issue. Yeah, it's, of course it's worse. Yes, it's worse. But yet again, it wouldn't work if people as a whole would say, I'm not interested. That would work. But apparently they seem to watch it, because otherwise it wouldn't work. These algorithms haven't changed. It's not all of a sudden that it's AI and then they are just pushed if no one watches them. So it is us watching the stuff at the end of the day, which is, I know, it's gonna annoy a lot of people, but it's actually the way it is. We have to just break that up here, right? Because I gotta go into that one. Excuse me. So this is gonna be where we have to go through. Let's have a look. So that is where the restaurant is gonna be, right? Is this here? Is that big? Oh my god, okay. I didn't understand it's that big, but we are going to have a little go at it. So this is gonna be the restaurant side of things here. Can we just grab this whole stuff and get rid of it? Yes. Just get rid of all that stuff here. That's kind of a nice little way of getting through. Okay, we are absolutely not going to get this done today with the restaurant, but I'm also not even sure if I keep the kitchen in the center, to be honest, because the kitchen may need to go somewhere else. What is that? The backstage building was ripping apart. Wait, hold on. Is this still sealed from the outside? It is. Okay, so no worries about this. I'm gonna make this look good from the outside anyways again, but what we have to do is so let's get rid of these things. So the restaurant also, I'm not sure, I think from the outside this building will remain this way, but I think from the inside I want to really go and make this look a bit more 90s, 80s arcade kind of style. I'm also going to look in a second, I'm going to have a look at the interwebs if there is actually something. So hold on, this is a wall. Oh, we can actually get rid of this one anyways. I have to seal this all again. Oh my god. Why is it so? Come on here. Can you show your Realistic Sky Studio settings? Can I export this, by the way? Because showing you all the settings is kind of hard, to be honest. This is the current one. I think I have them available somewhere. I may upload these into my Discord eventually. I mean, I'm fully fine to share these. It's so basically what I have in Sun. Wait, hold on. I didn't even override Sun with this preset. I thought I did. Wait. When I go to blue tint, let's load that in. Okay, this is where Sun is overwritten. I didn't even override Sun? Oh, interesting. For my Realism 3, I didn't do that. Hold on, did I do this for 2? Oh, I did. Okay, so for 2, I did override the Sun. But for 3, I didn't. That is very interesting. That is very, very interesting. Anyways, atmosphere neither. Okay, did I only choose some of these areas? This is interesting. So this is why. What about realism 1? Yeah, I did change most of the stuff in realism 1. Let's go with realism 1 for a moment. I hate YouTube Shorts also. Yeah, your overlay is covering it. Yeah, Polar Coasters. No, sorry, no worries. I am going to share this in my Discord. Okay, I'm going to share the file because there's literally like a little doc file that will make it a lot more easy for you to just import it, and you're good to go. It's a TikTok effect, short video. Don't have to pay attention. Plays loop. Also makes it too easy to infinite scroll. Yes, absolutely. Where's that roof's gonna go here? Let's have it. Oh my god, why is the camera doing this all of a sudden? It didn't do it that badly in the past, did it? So just going to do this. And then eventually I will have to plop that one in. This, we can't get rid of this one. But what I can do is I can just grab these. And then, because that literally should seal that off. And then let's sink that in one more. Here we go. Yeah, it's fine. I wanted just gonna the blueprint save file found. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna upload this to my Discord and you can grab it later. I'll do it right after stream. Username is name running game turn consider. The blueprint? But it's not a blueprint, is it? It's the Sky Studio. But I think I know why exactly where it is. So neither I don't know if I haven't seen it or if I have just you didn't say it, Kane, but what type of music would you want to listen to? Because I just wanted to kind of ask you again. Is this halfway? Okay, this is sticking out for no reason, right? Oh wait. I do leave this in. Yeah, we're gonna make a ceiling from the inside anyways, but yeah. So, this is a lot of cleaning work over here. It's in the same place with the blueprints. Oh, okay. Band player, good evening. I've got a question for you. I'm making a smaller park underneath the mega park. I've got any ideas for some rides that can underground? Well, can't all rides go underground somehow, I guess? I mean, or do you mean just like for style reasons, what I would suggest? Because as far as I'm concerned, all things can go. Like, technically, all things can go, you know, down. Down we go. So, let's just gonna plop in the pathway everywhere here. Is it also to the side? Yes, it is. Okay. Let's make it really nice. Wait. There you go. So, here we have it. Let's move that over. I think for the ground, we can keep it the way it is. Over here. Nice. Okay, so this is then where we come over. Ah, look, that makes a lot of sense. So this is where the arcade will be. Pretty nice indeed. And this is gonna go and get us over here. Let me just quickly change the exposure time on the HDR. It's a little too quick over here. There you go. That makes it better. So that is that. Let's see if we can connect those two together real quick. So we should use the line builder. And what do we have? Terrain scale automatic. Okay, it's creating some real crazy stuff. How about ground? Okay, that is not cool. How about conforming? That's not cool either. I think to make it easier, we are just going to do this. And then that should actually create a staircase, shouldn't it? Yeah, no, let's say then automatic. And like this. Yeah, that makes it... Oh, what? What is this? What is this thing even doing? I think this way... Yeah, there we have that staircase. There we have that staircase. This is what I wanted to have over here. I was leaning in the direction of dark ride. Ah, okay. Well, obviously we have a couple of dark ride elements in. However, I did the FD Vision, which turned out okay. It turned out good, I would even say. But there are a couple of other things. You could also use the... it's an uncommon choice, but you can use the car ride, for example. You know, that one. So if you go for direct rides, you could use this one over here with these antique-powered cars. You could make like a, you know, zombie escape kind of thing or something like that, you know. That would be fun, I guess. This would be a really cool idea to do. But then also there is, yeah, does it really matter? I mean, any music I'd say wouldn't be stream safe. Like there's a reason why everyone uses this music. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, obviously, I need to have music that is copyright free for YouTube. On Twitch, they changed it a little bit. You can listen to copyrighted music again, which only mutes the VOD. But if you're fine with this, it's all good. So yeah, that's that. But we can also switch music up a little. Hold on. If I go to... What did I just do? Please don't tell me that I did this. No. Oh my god, that was a close call. I was just copying. Like, I switched with my mouse, and I thought I had just copied my YouTube folder into another folder, which would make my computer go explode because it's too big. Why is it a too big joke again, and Juria is joining the stream? Anyhow, sneaks in, puts an elephant on the shelf behind Rudy and sits down. Hello. What do we use? Read Your Future, pop songs, vlog, winter, Xmas, nah, definitely not Xmas. Cozy. We have a couple of cozy songs, but I mean, we've got boogie. We can have some boogie if you guys want to have some boogie. What else do we have? Chill background is kind of the same as we have right now. The Inzoi music is not too bad, actually. It's not too bad, actually. Oh. But we could obviously also go to the classic Planko for a bit. What is too big, by the way? It's a little compact spin coaster called Road to Madness, which is 10 excitement with the... Jesus, oh my god. Makes sense. Is my ego that big? I don't know. Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna go with the classic one. This is the full soundtrack of the first game, so we're gonna do 55 likes. Half an hour for 5 likes, guys. That's not good. Oh, it's loud. Dim, 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 dim. Alrighty. Before we continue, I'm gonna grab a bit of inspiration. Spielarkaden? Schwarzwald. I have no idea if I'm gonna find something with this. This would be so fun if there actually is. Oh my god! Schwarzwald Tourismus Retro Games. Yes, please. Oh my goodness, yes. I didn't know they had, but oh my god. Now I have legitimately... Oh, that's so good. That is so good. This is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna go and do this arcades. I didn't know they have this. Is like literally available, so we can go with this color scheme and we can literally yes. Oh, that is so good. There's like even there's a museum for that and stuff like that. That is so good. Okay, hold on. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with the fact that there is actually trivia about that. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah. Ha! So freaking good. Okay, hold on, guys. We have a theme going on. For the arcades. Doom. This is so good. This is so damn good. I didn't know. That is so cool. Oh my god. Yes, I remember. I'm so vibing this. Yes. Please. Okay, cool. My local park just plays popular songs all day. I'm pretty sure they don't pay for this. Yeah, I guess if it's a local store, that's all fine. I live in this... Agreed. Okay, I'm gonna throw one picture up here that I found. It's said to be, this one seems to be the one in Bremen, which is not Schwarzwald, but it seems to be from the same manufacturer who also has one in Schwarzwald. this is the style they have. I'm gonna adjust some of the colors, I guess, but this is the style that we're going for, which is super industrial gas. I'm not a big fan of the ground, so I will mix this up with an idea I found here, which is hold on. I think I'm gonna go more with the kind of classic tile floor like this. You know, I think that will match actually pretty nicely. So we're going to go and do this, I guess, instead. Hello, I'm French. I really like your videos, but I'd like to know what you do. Je peux te dire que je joue Planet Coaster 2, mais j'ai pas d'idée qu'est-ce que je vais faire parce que c'est seulement, and now I have no idea how to say that in French, what my mind says. For today, I don't know if I can say that in French. Aujourd'hui, je vais construire une setting pour les arcades. C'est la nouveau update que nous avons de la prochaine semaine. C'est la 30 April, is it? Yeah, 30th, right. Next week. I'm preparing for that one, basically. We still have to do a lot of interior work here. I guess I should now focus on just making sure that the walls look fine and stuff. How do I do the interior of the restaurant? We need to have like a kind of cool transition way over. I think this is what I try to, you know, mais je crois que j'ai oublié plus de mots. Il y a non, je sais pas, mais je crois que c'est 3 années, 4 années. I think, je pense que c'est 4 années qu'il y a le dernier temps que je parle plus de français avec ma famille dans la Suisse. It's not the same French, but it's like still French, isn't it? Okay, so I'm gonna keep on building here. Is that like one wall more? Just gonna bring this in here. Okay, so from now on, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make sure that this all looks good. Is there any reason to have this style? No, there's not. Just type in April in Spanish. Abril, abril. Now we have all the languages. I'm not really capable of Spanish, so I'm not going to even start with Spanish. I have had Spanish for like 3 years of some sort in school, but I decided to not continue because it was going too much into the English, into the French. And since I was quite okay in French, I decided to not become worse in French at the cost of Spanish. And so I opted to, you know, just not do that. Okay, so this is a full wall, right? But I have to have the smaller one over here. Yeah, we're going to make like this. Spanish is easy, you say? I don't think so. I mean, no, wait, that's not true. Maybe it is. But because I had French, I was always confused because way too many of the words are the same, and then it just like, I don't know. Okay, let's do something else. I'm just gonna go with metal over here. I just want to see if I can pull that off. I think this would look kind of nice if we have like a metal wall in here. Let's make that a little bigger. So this is kind of the transition way into the arcade, which I think could be looking really cool if we use a bit of metal on this side. And we're going to keep that one open, definitely. And we are going to just finish that off with like a plaster column, I guess. So plaster. Is there some sort of column? There is. I'm going to use that one. I'm going to scale this on. Hold on. I want to check something in a bit. If the same... Like, we had this scaling trick in Jurassic World Evolution. Has someone... I mean, for sure people must have tested if that works in Planet Coaster 2, right? Can you maybe tell me in chat already? Because if so, I don't even need to test if it's working. I mean, we have the too much scaling mod anyways, if I wanted to have it, but I was just questioning if it may actually work without even needing to do this. So that kind of cool garage door vibe is something I'm going to absolutely do over here now. So let's type in metal as well. My grandparents were immigrants from Argentina to USA. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Du coup, tu assesses de prochaine DLC avance. I don't think so. Maybe I can. We obviously somehow had this, but I don't have it right now. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming. But can I ask you, Pompon avec 3 Aurora, please keep it to English in chat, despite the fact I am able to read it, but so everyone is able to read it. That would be absolutely fantastic. And je veux dire merci beaucoup. I need a... I mean, I started it, so literally it's my mistake here. But yeah, just to say. I'm just waiting if someone in chat can confirm on D or just tell me that it doesn't work. Will be fun. English is the only language we all can read, so what... Are you visiting Unfinished Parks Alive? I could actually start visiting parts. I have said to someone that I will visit his ride today, which we are going to do. That's still on my list. But I have not planned to do anything else today, but that doesn't mean we can do this in the past. So I think I'm going to go with a slight purple vibe already. Hold on. Where's my slight purple vibe? Purple vibe. Purple vibe. Let's go with this one. I don't want to go with the... Do I? They have a very cool purple vibe. I think I'm going to stick to purple as a... as a color that goes with the other ones. So let's put this one on this side. And then I also want to make sure that this looks kind of neat as well. So I think no one has told me yet if it works like in Jurassic World Evolution 3. So I'm just going to test this myself then. So let's bring this one over to the other side. So that is kind of what we do. Right. And now let's use this big old, big old thing here on top. Oh, I gotta say the original soundtrack still got me. It still got me. It's so good. I gotta say, I mean, you guys have that as well, right? You guys as well have like these typical kind of nostalgic songs that, you know, always when you hear, like for me, for example, it's like whenever I hear the title melody of Anno, the original Anno, which is it's actually a well-known composing. It's not even it's green. Oh my god, Green Sleeves. It's Green Sleeves. Whenever I hear that, for me that's like the pure nostalgia element. It's so crazy. It's so good. Free Running Camel. There you go, Tracker Fighter. Good evening. How are you all doing? Love original Planko. Yeah, the original Planko tunes are so good. So this is gonna be our transition into the arcade. This is gonna be our restaurant. What I'm willing to do with the restaurant is I'm first of all going to move that somewhat to the back here. And I want to have like a semi-open... Oh, wow. Interesting. I want to have like a semi-open kitchen because we have all these kind of cool kitchen elements now. So I'm really willing... Excuse me. Is this... What the heck? Do you see that? It's like ever so slightly moved to the ground. What's that? Why is that? Can I just not... I can't... Oh, I gotta have to do the merge. Why is this happening? Why on earth is this happening? So here we go. And where's merge? Merge is on. And now... Why am I even moving it up or down? So, merge on. Intersecting terrain. How about putting the terrain on ground? Do it! There's also like that slight incline over here. Okay, I don't mind. But can I do this with the smoothing? Sometimes that works. Okay, it doesn't. However, that is not really that big of an issue. Let's use the... That's on the pathing tool. I wanted to have that one. The terrain, and I think if I go down here and just flatten that away... Yeah, there you go. We solved that. I don't mind this little gap in here. It's like someone just did a bad job at keeping the ground good, I guess. Anyways, shall we call Peter? Yeah. Oh no, you don't need to. Hope they put power moves around like DLC. Want to go? Yeah, that would be good. Only if you want dead camel. Dead camel, not good camel. Tell ya. So I'm wondering if this is kitchen over here. This is the counter. This is some boxes. This thing. I think this is where you can put the door actually. So what I'm willing to do is I'm willing to put like a... How tall is this going to be? Okay, I gotta fix all these walls then later on, but I don't mind to do this. So I'm willing to make this semi-open kitchen. You can see this kitchen from here, which I guess is going to look really cool indeed. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say plaster again, and this is gonna be this plaster. There you go, and then like so. First of all, let's grab that color we have over here, confirm the color, and I'm going to add the color to this thing as well. I do say, whatever. use that one and confirm. Good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly kind of cover all these bits up here. And we can actually do a little bit of a nice look anyways later on. So this is kind of cool. This is going to be semi-open, as I said. Maybe I'm going to have that one just behind the cooking station. Or I think we're going to keep this cooking station open. That will look kind of cool anyways. So what I'm willing to do is I'm willing to have some walls in here. So like this. That one wall can be kept here. So that's going to look good anyways. And we are going to bring in like a wall to the back here. This is going to be our kitchen. And then on this side, we're just going to have that go and align with this wall. I fear that at the end of the stream, we may just have done the room. It's about it. But honestly, that would be a huge success because I feel like this is going to take ages over here. We are going to use the marble floor because the marble floor is so cool and can look like a proper ground color. I think you need to make it even a bit more bright to make these marble pieces almost not. We're also going to use marble as for the tiles, so that will look really good. So I'm just going to align that with the height here. So just about there. Awesome. It's almost like using the flashlight over here to see things better. I'm gonna have to use lights anyways in a nice way, but yeah. So we're gonna have camel for dinner. I can come over, yes, but don't eat me, please. Don't add me and don't eat me, okay? Woo! Okay, we're going to eat pizza. So, is this for one of your parks or standalone bill? Yeah, this is in my wonderful park called the Four Lake Forest. The Two Lake Forest, because two other are drained. Yeah, keep the likes coming, guys. We need to break our record of 85 likes. We have 60 likes. We have 1.5 hours to go. So we are on a good trajectory of having the record today, but you gotta work for that, you know. We are at about 60 likes, but we need to make it happen. We have to break the record of 85. Can we do it? Can we reach the 100 likes today? That would obviously be really cool. No pressure at all, but that would be really cool. I'm wondering, you know what? I wonder if we should open that kitchen up a little to the side. Absolutely we should, because that makes it look a little bit nicer later on anyways. So let's move that one over. So, and we are going to move... Wait, we could actually just move them over, right? So like this, because then we can just grab those and bring them back in here. Fantastic. So this is going to be the kitchen. 61 likes. Let's go, guys. 4 likes. So 8 likes, yeah. 8 likes it is. Plaster me. Don't plaster me. Okay, so we're going to put like a column in that corner. Over here. That's going to be looking good. That's going to be a column. I feel like this vent over here can stay. Simply because it is looking kind of good, isn't it? What is above this area? Okay, so we have to make these then... If I use these, I gotta make them small as heck to make it look good. The kitchen make me want to play hotel management game. Yeah, as we talked about last stream, I think if Frontier is going to do a new Planet game, I think Planet Hotel or Planet Restaurant is definitely something they would be able to pull off nicely. So I totally see them doing a game like that. Absolutely. So we are just going to do this, and we're going to bring this over. 62 likes. You guys are now having a very good trajectory. Let's keep that going. And also, if you want to, you can sub to the channel or become a member. This all is helping that bar up very much up there on top to move forward. The one and only making us move forward today was Greek Bry. Grease Bry. Grease Bry it is obviously, but I want to say Greek Bry, but it's Grease Bry, which is obviously the German word for, is it porridge actually? Is Grease Bry, like Grease Bry, is it porridge? Would you translate that with porridge? I don't even know if you would. I would at least, I guess. It's porridge, isn't it? I mean, it's not. Is it, what's that? Some stuffed rice, or how you call that? Porridge looking rice. So here we go. 63 likes it is. Let's keep on going. Okay, I gotta turn off flashlight in a bit, and put some actual lights in to make it look like something. We do have the roof somewhat open, which we shouldn't. So absolutely going to copy these two in. To be fair, the roof looks pretty nice from the top anyways. Why is there a light looming in over here? Just makes no sense whatsoever. There will be a roof on top of here anyways, so let's have a look. There's nothing in that should be problematic, so I am going to put a roof here and here and here just so it's hidden, and I'm going to put another one. This is still one of the quality of life things they have to fix. My god, it's so annoying. I don't know why they didn't fix this yet, but oh wait, I did put something in here that is not good. It's that roof. We cannot have that roof. Okay, but we can move it. One of the things that is super annoying is that in the old Planet Coaster, or also in Planet Zoo, the group kind of remembers on what grid you were. So if you were on a 2x2 grid and you open that group, it remained on that grid. But now you jump back into the group and it's always going to be the 4x4, which is super annoying if you were to move your walls in smaller steps. You know what, guys? I'm going to keep that also gray, because what I want to do over here is I want to use some purple neon lights, hopefully to make it look very good. So I'm just going to make sure that this roof section over here is nice looking too. So I assume we have it that way, and then we have like a kind of different type of roof. Even though, as I said, I do like this. It almost looks like as if this is all the kind of stuff you need. So I will potentially just hide these things and keep like this industrial, almost like industrial look going, because I somehow find this interesting. It doesn't look any bad, does it? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring these things in here. 66 likes. We are on a roll. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Would I translate it with porridge? No, I'd like to translate it with Google Translate. I think it's about. That's a dad joke. That's the daddiest of dad jokes today. So good stuff, Kane. You made it. You made a dad joke. So that's pretty cool. We got our restaurant over here, and now we have to kind of make sure that it looks good from the inside. This is where the kitchen will be. Let's quickly grab the kitchen stuff. I have hidden this somewhere. Where have I put this? Where have I put this? Somewhere the kitchen stuff should be. I think I put this somewhere inside, or did I put this all the way here? There you go. There's the kitchen stuff. Like, look at all this. Look at all this stuff. This is just, this is just the kitchen stuff. Wait, who was it again? I need to do the shout out immediately. I set all these things in here. Wait, this is that. This is by Joran, and the kitchen stuff is by Tesco Dog. These things are done by the wonderful Tesco Dog, and oh my god, how good do they just look, right? Let's get them and bring them all over to us. Thanks for live. Good night, buddy. Have a good one, Polar Coaster. Please shoot me if I forget, but I am aware you need the Sky Studio setting, so shoot me if I forget, but I potentially will think about it, okay? So that was stupid. I could have aligned them all first of all for the kitchen. That was kind of stupid in the first place. Ooh, nope. Nope. Just like get me these things as well. And is that, oh my god, that was like individual. Oh wait, all these things are individual. Oh my god, that is so good. Is this all? Oh yeah, I selected all. That's good. So let's see if it all is aligned now. Is this, oh, this is already aligned. Oh, I'm a lucky boy. I'm a lucky boy. All right, so let's grab some of the stuff and move this into our kitchen. So just to make this appear like a real cool industrial kitchen over here. So I'm just going to have these things just behind that counter. Like the cooking station from one side and the cooking station from the other side. I'm also very much confused to why in this game there is like no entrance or whatever. Like realistically, you would have an entrance to these kind of things. I would love to see them rework this, to be completely honest, because um, it just doesn't make any sense. Like what we are doing right now, it's very uncommon to do, but I have to do it. I've seen how other people have done this. This is basically stealing now from other people, because that's legit the only position you can realistically make this work. So where is the door I wanted to use? That's the one. So you basically plop the door to this side over here. That's the only area where it works. Because otherwise, I mean, you can also rotate the whole thing and just use this bit over here with the trays, but people will eventually grab these trails. So what you can do is just make that door a little more tiny, so it sits in here. Still make sure it's tall enough. So it's a bit of a thinner door, but that's fine. You can always do it this way. And just kind of, you know, oh my god, why would this not be like so? Okay. And what we got to do is, obviously, build. And now you need to kind of use these plaster wall pieces. Make them smaller eventually. And then just kind of create, oops, as if this was like a bit of an, you know, way to get into the kitchen here. That's the only thing you can do. And it's so sad that you need to do it that way. But yeah, I'm willing to do this because it looks good eventually, and they don't need these boxes there. It's almost like these boxes are like for carrying them with you if you wanted to. But this is the way you can handle this. And just about make that smaller, bring that up, and then just bring it back in. I'm also wondering if I shall share my stream again on my YouTube community wall, because I totally forgot to announce it today as a YouTube video. You can announce that now, like you really schedule that, but I did forget about this, so maybe it helps if people know about this. You don't think jumping over the counter is realistic? I mean, it works, but I mean, it keeps the stamina up of our people, right? This is the only positive here. So that's kind of the style you'd go for, like having that door and then enter to the other side and have the door move to the other side as well, just so it has a little bit of realism, you know. So here goes that, and then whoops, come on, rotatey, go around, and there we have it. And then come on, it's kind of dark back here, isn't it? So we're gonna put some lights in now, just so we have them. I think the ceiling is kind of okay for that. So we are going to have already some hanging lights. I mean, it's kind of clear what kind of lights we are going to use in this kitchen anyway. So we're going to use these ones. What I'm willing to do is I'm willing to scale them somewhat smaller. They will be lights that we are using throughout the entire area here, because they are just too good to not use. So we're going to have them here. I'm going to set this thing to loop. Now we have it. And then we can set them all in like this. God, the lighting in this game is just... there's chef kiss. Chef keys. So we're going to select this all as a group. And then we're going to move this eventually over. Hold on. There you go. Up into the group we go. And then we just move it all the way to the other side here. Okay. And the question is if that is too bright. And the answer is already yes. So we can tone it all down and make it a bit more white. So I think this is kind of a good way to do this. This is good. This is really good. And as for that area to look into, obviously this shall not be completely open. There has to obviously be a somewhat of a counter here. So this is that, and then oops. And then this is basically where you would get into the kitchen, and we will make like a little fake door here. I'm also wondering, can I do it with this one? Can we sink it in far enough? I guess we just about can. Okay, fine. This is good. This is good stuff. So we are willing to make this all in a color that we barely can see the Planko sign. There we go. Okay, fine. And then what we got to do is type in metal, and not for the lights, but for everything. And we can just see that we have a tiny handle to it. It's not tiny, is it? We can make it look more tiny. Just bring it up a little, because that would be a way more relevant point where you would grab it, right? So way high up, so you wouldn't reach that much down. So this is how would it? Bang, bang, bangity bang, 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 bangity bang. It would not work with this angle over here. Dang it. Okay. Bang, bang, bangity bang, 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 bangity bang. Let's do this and put this a little further back, and then these two things, select them, bring them in here. There we have that, and then I think it's gonna be, this would work as for the angle, and then we can just use this one over here too, and just have it so that it's looking like so. Look at that. This is fantastic. Okay, cool. We have that tray kind of thing here, which we're going to just move in front of this, because I think this would be cool to have it like a, yeah, like two kind of trays that are standing in here where you have some napkins and stuff on for people to grab, I guess. Then we get this thing over, this kind of industrial whatever that is, and put that into this spot here. My god, this is a work of art. This is so good. So freaking good. Jumping the counter is just one of those it's good enough game things. The other option would be require stuff to connect to the back and would somewhat limit. Yeah, I know. I was just talking about the customization freedom. It's not about the fact that like the animation is good enough. It's for me, it personally is all about the fact that, you know, you would just have it all in there, wouldn't you? So let's just move this over. Bring this down quite a bit. I want to see these cooking stations here in the back, because that would be really cool. Like if you got a cooking station here and you've got that one. Yeah, it's like this industrial kind of oven or a dishwasher. These industrial kind of dishwashers are also pretty fancy. So let's have a look that we put like 2 cooking stations here. That's cool. And then we have this stuff. Very nice indeed. So we're gonna actually, would have been much more clever to put that in here, right? Because it is already napkins and stuff in here. Is that right? Okay, let's actually use this one instead. So we're gonna use this one. Just gonna move this back for a second, and we're gonna move these ones back in here, because I think that's just good. And can we have another one in the center here? We can. That's kind of cool. Make this kitchen. I wanted to prepare for arcades, and all of a sudden we are just building we're just building an industrial kitchen. Fine. Oh, look at that. This just suits this corner over here. I mean, this is a kind of a thing that has like a tray for the sides, but you can have that here, like, and pull that out if you needed to. And now let's have these things. They're just so good. These kind of ketchup and what's that? No, it's mustard, right? It's not mayonnaise. Normally that's mustard, but we could just create create a third one, because like hold on. Technically, in Germany, mayonnaise is absolutely a favorite, and so we also have mayonnaise over here as well. So look at this. This is kind of a huge. This almost looks like a fridge of some sort. So we're gonna have a fridge on the other side too. So there we go. That fridge goes here, but lower. And then, or maybe 2 of them, I guess. And another one next to it. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it this way. And I'm not fully satisfied with the lighting situation, so maybe it makes sense to just grab one of you guys and then, whoops, bring you over into these more like dark why always having these 2s like a, there you go. Okay, 1, 2. Yeah, that makes more sense to have them as well. And just also bring them over here. Have one here. And here. And also another one in the corner. So that makes it all look very nice indeed. Ah, loving that. Loving that. And we got this one as well with the pot on top. Let's just move that. Whoops. In the kitchen too. In the kitchen, the restaurants and Planko 2 are better implemented, but we cannot add food items, so that's all. Hope they're fixed. Yeah, that would be so good that you have these food items as well. Like even having them as pieces would be fun. So yeah, we got this one in the in the middle of the kitchen here too. Two kind of washing stations would make sense. So technically, this always would be aligned here, and then have a second one next to this. Still enough space to walk through? Absolutely, yes. So this is how you could work in that kitchen easily. And then have that pot thingy also bringing over here. We would need to have some more cooking items. I wonder if there is some stuff on the workshop too. I wish that we get all these items that they have in here. I wish that we have all these items as individual ones. I'm not really sure why they wouldn't do this. 67 likes. 67 likes, guys. What's going on? We are moving forward. 85 is the record. We are about an hour. We have an hour time to crack, yeah, 20 or 19 likes would be enough. Which is not a given. Which is not a given. So maybe we could do it, maybe we don't. Maybe we do it, maybe we don't. You never know. At least I'm the one who knows it all. Okay, sorry. I had a little orange moment. Right. This looks way better than I thought it was. Yeah, as I said, I wanted to prepare for arcades, but now I'm preparing for something else. Anyhow, let's do this little scaling test for a second, because otherwise I forget this all the time. So, how was that again? You go and grab yourself a gridded wall. Let's quickly do this. We're going to grab ourselves a grid wall. Let's freaking go! Yeah, charge our blinks. Oh, that 70 you go. He's about you go. I need a gridded wall. There you go. Is a gridded wall. And then we do have... we don't have the scaling item. Okay, that doesn't work in this game. I thought it was. Okay, then we would need to use too much scaling than indeed. But anyways, are there new rights in the new update DLC? I don't know. Liv is here, so we are almost there. We are almost there. I said all the best ones return. We had Convulsion return as well to the stream. Jury has been there or is still there. Maybe she's in luck. I don't know. Maybe she needs to. She needs to have a recovery from a hard day. Oh no, it's Saturday, so it could still be, Okay, so this is that. This is like a fake little thing. Yeah, that has to be closed off. Okay, 31. Let's go. Howdy, partner. Because this is the wildest ride in the wilderness. I'm sorry. I'm like I can't. This is just because of Big Thunder Mountain. I have this in my head all the time. It's about time that we go with the normal plaster pieces. I generally, yeah, let's say plaster. I'm generally not sure how I'm going to make the restaurant look as for colors and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to just make sure the interior looks clean. And that's about it. Clean is my target for now. Nothing else. So we are going to keep the ceiling relatively low for the most part. We're going to have it a bit taller in this main area here. And we're going to keep it somewhat industrial to make it fit better into the idea of the arcade. It's a bit of a hard one. I think we're going to make this diner styled in a way, because I think this is still something you could argue for the Black Forest area anyway. So that is a little bit of my target. I think what I'm going to keep or not. I think I can't, because it's not really realistic. You wouldn't keep that. But oops, go all the way down. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something like this now. So this is going to be, and we're going to bring them both down. Down we go. Bring it up. And then what we are going to do is we're just going to do it relatively simple. Clean that off from the interior part like So move that over. And then what we can do, can have it like so. Just rather simple, you know. I'm just not going to make it too weird looking. So there you go. That's like how I could scale, style that from the interior. Maybe we could even, oops, neon signs, dyno stainless steel. Yeah, exactly. This is what we do. But my problem is, it's somewhat has also to. Oh god, I hate this zooming. It somewhat has to also go in line with like the, you know, Black Forest kind of appeal that we have on the main street. So I am a little bit hesitant when it comes to some of the decisions. Purely because of aesthetic reasons. I'm also wondering if I need to do this, what I'm doing over here. I guess it also wouldn't even... Would it work? Yeah, the distance between those is big enough. It just looks kind of crappy this way. Actually, I would prefer to do it that way. Jennifer Fafa, have a good nighty night. And also for those of you who haven't liked the video, you guys, we are about to reach the record. We are just about, what is that? We are just about 10, 14, 15 likes away from last record we pulled off on Tuesday. So Planet Zoo's live stream. Can this be beaten in about an hour? We are going to see. If you want to help me reach that target, you're better off a like now. So, we're just going to cover these things up first of all. And then we also are about to double check with these inner walls. But this is where I want to put the stainless steel anyways. Yeah, we're going to make this industrial look. I think industrial look is something that you can't really go wrong with in any kind of restaurant anyway. So, I think that's fine. At the end of the day, that will be fine. See you next time around, Jennifer Fafa. I really hope you had a good time, and we're going to see each other in the next stream. So look at that. This is good. Next likes are coming in. Oh my god, we jumped from 71 to 74. This kind of, we can keep these. I sadly have to go now too, feeling so well. Oh my god, Livy, then get well soon. Have a good evening. Thank you for tuning in quickly, shortly, a little bit. I forgot what you would say that in English. English, what would you say? Thank you for tuning in for a bit. That works at least. Yeah, thanks so much. How about moving this over only? Oh, look at that. That works. Yeah, I mean, I don't do it for the numbers, but I like things to see things grow. No, wait. No, don't. No, I mean, numbers grow. Okay? Don't clip. Don't, never. I need a context bot or something like that. This is not good. This is not gonna age well. What? Boom. There you go. Okay, so this wall, we're gonna have to do something about the ceiling over here. I can't get rid of it really. Can I? I think I can get rid of it. Why did I think I can't? Wait, hold on. That was... Is it that easy? Oh, would have been that easy. Yeah, no. Interesting. Could have solved this problem way more simple than that. Yeah, I think the main issue here is that the light is leaving in a little bit here in these corners where I put the roof. So I can actually have that going here a little bit more. And does this help to close that off? I mean, somehow there is some light coming in also in that corner, so we can have like a normal trim of some sort here. Whoop. Just put that in, and you don't see that from the interior. That's fine. It doesn't really help to make the light go away. I'm not sure where it really comes from. You still have that like light peeking through here in some areas. And I'm really confused to where that's coming from, because it should all be nicely sealed off. Like what I could do in order to see if that works, and that's that too. Okay, well that doesn't work. It would need to be that high, right? Yeah, I gotta see if I do put stuff from the inside here. It's a bit of a weird one. What happens though if I do this? Oh my god, like, let's, like, use these two. All the lurkers, can I have a hoof up or a hands up from the lurkers? Just so you see who's in there. I can't imagine that we're only, like, 3 people left on the stream for today. There's, like, more likes than people chatting. What is going on with the chat? Everyone is lurking, right? Lurky, lurky, lurk. Oh, look at that. The wall isn't even straight. The wall is kind of weirdly angled. Okay, there's still that light coming in. I think the only way to get rid of that is to put like a... Is it like steel? If I type in steel, do we get something like a steel? We just have like that, steel. I wish this is... Why don't we have steel like that as other pieces, guys? Teddy BBB, good evening. This is one of the greatest textures I've ever seen in the game. Why is this not a... Why is this not a grid piece? Look at that. Oh no. This is too good. We could even use that because it looks good as a roof too. Lurker checking in, Mystic Fox, hello. Can you get hooves up from the lurkers? No, if they wouldn't be lurking. That's true. I'm not lurking. Shh, the doctor. The doctor. So hold on, guys. This is a cracking feeling now. And it does seal off what I needed. So, how about merging that in here? Is that... Oh, yes. Ooh. I'm back. What did I miss? We made like a bit of a kitchen appeal over here. We still need to do that arcade area from the interior, but that's going to be good. We have like an interior template here we can use. I'm just going to fill in this area. And we just found one of the bestest textures in the entire freaking game. And I don't know why it's not an individual piece. It's this kind of steel roof. And it's so good. And I'm not sure why it's so good. I need it in my life. I have never seen this before. Potentially I will never see it again. But it's just so freaking good. Look at them textures. I'm just wondering if I want to... I think I actually want to move it further down, I guess. I've been known to lurk, yeah. Let's move it down. I think I kind of enjoy this texture so much that I want to have it as this roof. It's so clean. It's so freaking clean. So if I move this all the way forward, I could even see this going in here like so. That is generally great looking. I'm not sure if I do destroy something. If I do, whoops. I think I don't. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just going to wrap this again and do one more. Is that peeking into the arcade? Ah, ever so. You know what? Actually, what about moving this a tiny bit forward? It may peek out then a little to the front. Yeah, but it doesn't matter. I can easily hide this because I wanted to hide these things anyways. Oh boy, that is so good. So you're telling me that these steel items from the Planet Coaster stream theme are not available as anything else apart from these things, right? This is the only... There's no idea. So, hold on. Base material is metal. And we can... Scenery content pack, scenery pack, Planet Coaster theme. So, these things are not having the same kind of texture, though they... Absolutely not, obviously. This is freaking tiny. It's one of the tiniest things, and I'm loving this thing for how tiny it is, but it's still not what it is. Stainless steel ceiling, that's such a German forest vibe, sarcasm. I know, but we are going for industrial in here anyways, as like a, you know, you have that in theme parks. This is absolutely something you can get through. There's no issue with that, but I'm like so much wondering why. So how small can I get these? Okay, small enough to sell the idea of having some of these in here as well. It's like this. To make that look a bit more as if... there was also some vent stuff going on here. You know, just like so. Oh my god, have a corner. I was about to say have a corner, but then they came in with this piece, which is... I mean, at least I know that I need to just scale it all the way down to the smallest. And then we're going to do it that way. Oh wait, this is actually... Oh, this fits like so. Oh, good. Okay, all good, all good. So just rotate this piece would mean like so. Yeah, fair. That's fair. I can absolutely deal with this. Like, you know, gonna keep these pieces in like for the kitchen. Just have this a bit of a nice style. And we would then also add a couple of things from like rock or so. What I dislike is obviously this little stream over here on the side, which we're going to get rid of in a second. Which I'm not going to do. This is actually a downer because like now I know that there is such a great steel color existing. Is the panel wall. How about the panel wall if we color that in a nice grayish tone? I mean, we will use this panel wall because this is kind of cool for the other area. How is this affected by light as well? I'm not sure how small this can be, but yeah, no, we're definitely gonna go with marble anyways, but yeah. 78. Okay, guys, I think we're gonna break the record today. 85 likes, so maybe we can even get to 100. Maybe I'm gonna stream until we have 100 likes. I mean, you can make me stream forever to just not like 99 likes and then just do not like again. But okay, I didn't mean to build a restaurant, so I should now focus on making sure this room looks good. I'm gonna stop recording here for a bit because I've got way more than enough material for the recording already, so not willing to annoy people by doing always the same stuff over and over again. So I have big plans for the next weeks anyways. Again, as I said, there's going to be a summer challenge. For those of you who want to participate in the summer challenge, make sure to join my Discord. I'm going to announce this in the Discord. It's not going to be what I said earlier, the artworks. This is going to be something else. The artworks is something that just like works as a different thing. It's going to be a real summer challenge. I have a very cool idea to do something as a... yeah, almost like a little nostalgic nod to something I have done in the past. And I'm still kind of proud of it. And so we are going to do this as a one-off project. And this is where I will need your help. Very much looking forward to that. Okay, so this is already looking pretty damn good. What I don't really like is the looks of it. It doesn't really matter. I can recolor that, but this is not gonna sell. I'm still not sure what kind of material I use, but if we really want to go to the industrial vibe and we are going to... you know what we could do? I think this is gonna work. Clear all filters, and if we were... I think that could really work. We could pair this thing, like this texture, but we have to make it really red kind of bricks. This typical kind of German, like, how do you call that even? It's like these Germans wannabe kind of cool looking restaurants thing. That is what's going. 80 likes. We're just 5 likes away from equaling the record, which is great. So that absolutely works. That absolutely works. And that's going to work also with the arcade as well. I will have to use another ground pattern here, but that's fine. But that should also solve our issue for some of the walls here. So I'm just going to use this from the kitchen. I could actually push that through, right? Is that in the kitchen though? Oh, it is. I cannot push it through, so I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, cool. Now that is a contrast I'm absolutely vibing with. And now what I'm not vibing with is the ground. So I'm just gonna test a couple of things. What about making this? I'm gonna be crazy right now, but yep, nope. Somewhat bluish. That makes this thing very obvious. I absolutely don't like this ground for this. Yep, not liking this one too. Gravel, obviously not. Stony thing in here, nope. What's that? Sandstone? Can we... I don't want to have it all gray. I don't want to have it all gray. But we could, like... The problem with these type of textures is that they're always in a weird angle. I wish to be able to just like rotate the textures per area they're in to make it face the same way over here. I may actually use my own ground anyways again, but I just don't want to... The vinyl path obviously always works, but then I would need to... I don't know. Oh, it's kind of breaking the outside look anyways. Okay, so is that this? Okay. I would need to merge this anyways, but yeah. I'm almost about to do my own ground again. I don't kind of... Yeah. I didn't feel it the way it is. I didn't feel it. I did not feel it. Let's go back and then maybe do our own ground, or maybe change up a little bit just below here and then do the rest. But yeah, what I'm willing to do real quick is I'm just going to... Hold on. Do not have the counter. Can I not have... Kidding me. You are kidding me. You are kidding me. Make a group out of those. This is fine as it goes. I am only 2 likes away from equaling the record about half an hour earlier even. So that is great stuff, guys. Okay, so I can grab it this way and enter the group. Awesome. So it's just those 2 and the kitchen still is connected. Love it. So let's bring those over. Fancy, that looks good. And then what we are going to do is just like get rid of it and then make them smaller. What I'm going to do is have like these kind of fancy wall over here, and I have a nice idea. I'm not sure if it works, but we could try to make it work. So I'm about to lose my mind up in here, lose my mind up in here. Yeah. Then I would love to, like, this is really, I would love to use copyrighted music. I would love to make like a Linkin Park stream, for example, where we just listen to albums and music of Linkin Park. Or we could make a stream of, I don't know, Taylor Swift. No, I'm just kidding. Remember the Taylor Swift? Oh my god. Remember that era? Remember that era of some odd people in the stream? Always and always. Almost like Alan Rickman, always like. If you know, you know. So I'm just going to build this column here. And then let's see if it peeks out anywhere. Okay, well, to be honest, that was the best outcome ever because I just need to do it that way and all good. All good. Oh my god. This is actually weird, guys. How many people are watching right now? I have no idea, but like the chat is actually Lumia stream telling me the likes and Kane eventually being snarky. What the heck is going on with all of you guys? I have to get some stories or stuff. I'm just talking, but no one is active in chat. That's crazy. We need to overcome that a little. It's becoming a little complicated for me, you know. And to keep that stream going in a way, because if no one is really helping me to get some stories in, we have to do like a question round. You can ask me whatever you want, guys. If there's a question you ever wanted to ask me, now is the time, because otherwise I don't know how to keep on streaming. Okay, I want to hide this like so, like we did on the other side. And then what we're going to do is we are going to make this inner bit. Question round, Juria. It's like in these game shows. Quick fire question round. Doom 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 doom. Doom doom doom. Do 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 do. And there we have it. We matched the maximum likes from Tuesday, and we did it half an hour even earlier, even 40 minutes earlier, which is great stuff, guys. So is this peeking to the outside? No, it is. Is it? Wait, hold on with the windows. No, it's not. Oh, there's a lot of space. There's a lot of space in between. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Do 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 do. I'm watching, but I'm also building a new park. That's cool. What kind of theme is it going to be, Teddy? B B B B B B B B B. Teddy B B B B B B B. Teddy beep 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 beep. Okay, sorry. I was building a bank shell to put my zoo ATMs outside, but it's too late now. I no longer feel creative. I can understand somehow. I say somehow because lately I can't. I just lately I have the issue that I actually am having too many ideas and too little time to realize all of them, which is crazy. I just got home from work and I'm watching as an intellectual as I can be. Well, I'm not intellectual at all, so whatever. You can be like you want to be in here. You know, don't feel the pressure of being intellectual or whatnot. Just enjoy yourself. Enjoy. How much could a camel chew if a camel chewed? Chewed? How do you pronounce that last word? You can't make me stumble across my words if I don't even know that phrase. Hi there, product check. I mean, it's too late in the evening. I'm not. Yeah. I get that. It was just a joke. Actually, it wasn't a joke. I have a time issue and not a creativity issue at the moment. My bad is because of me being someone who has done a dual studies. I am very good, like very good at doing work late night. I'm like a really night owl. I'm such a night owl, and this is why the later it gets, the more creative I get, which is not a good combination for my sleep schedule whatsoever. Yeah, I dig that. I really dig that here with the... That is really good. Let's just grab this, and then just gonna bring this over to the side, making this like a little fakey fake. Okay, but I do like this. I think this goes very well in hand. If you go in here, it's very unexpected, yes, to have that. It's not really typical the one you'd expect to have in here, but it does work, and I'm so happy it does. What is the most annoying, enjoyed part of building in Planet Coaster versus Planet Zoo? Also, Miss Timmy, hey, I'm sorry, lurking very tired tonight, but enjoy your stream. No worries, no worries. I just wanted, you know, I just needed to get some people be active in here, because otherwise I had no stories to tell. I'll answer that from you, Yuri, in a moment. Okay. Chat. Are you going to church? Not today, though. Take Me to Church from Hosier is a great song. But eventually we do sometimes. I mean, it's kind of, it's not obvious, but like as the, my wife's dad, he is Evangelion priest. How you say that? I think that's how you say that. He's not Catholic. He's Evangelion, as we all are. And he's like the local priest over here. And it's kind of fun because I have made him also do YouTube and so on. And he's growing quite nicely on YouTube because of all my stuff. It's Sunday, yes, but I got a football match tomorrow. And we mostly, if we go, it's just like for the family things. Because of our two kids, like if there's nothing for them, basically it's torture for the kids to sit there through like an hour. So I mean, it's already torture for me. Why wouldn't it for them? So we don't do this to them. But like if there's something for kids, you know, activities and stuff, we do go. Moin, just try. Good evening. How are you doing? I really just joined the stream, and honestly, no question. I got it for now, but I wanted to throw some appreciation your way for how you helped me become comfortable with what you're building. You are welcome. This is the way, right? This is the way. This is the way. Oh, you guys can expect me to do another movie-inspired build soon. I was saying habitat, but it's not going to be a habitat. It's actually going to be a thing in Planet Coaster, but it's not going to be a coaster. Let's put it that way. However, I haven't even started yet, and I'm very afraid that I'm not going to get that done in time. But hey, you know. Is that on the ground already? Yeah, I guess it is. Is that 4 pieces or 5 pieces? Up we go. Wait, the chair is still a thing? The chair is still a thing. The chair. I already know I'm going to hell, so why bother going to church? This is oh my god. Yeah. I get that point, you know. I'm very like relaxed and that kind of thing. I see when people do it. I mean, we do it eventually too. I see why people see a reason in it. I absolutely see why people do not see a reason in it as well. I used to not go at all because I had some very, very bad experiences in my local area beforehand. So that is why I personally needed to regrow into it in a way, which I did, to be fair. But yeah, as I said, I do get all the people having these issues, or not issues, but like, you know, just not feeling it. Let's put it that way. There's a lot of shit going on also with the. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens there in terms of. Oh wait, this is from the townhouse set too. Oh, that's so good. In terms of scandals and stuff. So scandals. Yeah, I mean, you know, at least in Germany, it's like a big thing and makes sense that it is. Yeah. Not really. Mostly in the positive, you know. So let's see if I can use these things to get a bit of a nicer trim in here and just break the textures a little. Why are they not part of it? But I'm going to make it as like a group. I think this is kind of cool if we do it that way. Bring that in here. And I'm wondering, like, how does it look if I do it here? Into the center. And then if we were to have that trim be here too. Like so. I'm just going to check if that looks good. And I mean, I like it on the side though, but I don't like it as in the middle. Simply because, yeah, no, that makes sense. I am going to do it this way. I'm just going to push that a little bit further in here. Here you go. Yeah, I used to go into the Gemeinde, but I grew out of it. I don't know. Community. It's the literally most important word everywhere. You have it's community. Gemeinde means community, which already tells you how different it is already in the German-speaking countries. Like community as a religious meaning of the word has a way more positive connotation in the world compared to Germany. In Germany, the word Gemeinde has already, at least I feel like it, has this kind of very cringe church, wrong atmosphere vibes to it. You know, if you say, this is meine Gemeinde, which is totally correct, don't get me wrong, but it has this weird sound to it. While if you say this is my community, everyone is like, oh yeah, cool, that's your community. It's stupid, but that's the way how I feel that, you know? That's just the way how I feel it. How many likes do we have by now? Also, can it be that these things moved in a little bit more every step by it? So 87 likes, okay. Do we want to have them peek out to the front? Or do we? I think I want to have them not to the front. So this is why I want to make them sink in a little behind. There you go. It's all not completely straight. That's typical German building style, though. It's all off angle a little. It's not 90 degrees. You see a lot of because you are starving from the guy you born in hell for eternity. What kind of loving God? Anyways, that's all I say about religion. Yeah. Religion is unfortunately one of these topics which can be very interesting, but you should really not do that on streams. Really not the biggest idea. Not the biggest and bestest idea. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this room for now. It is clean now, as I said, you know. Only took 2/3 of the stream. And we are going to just make that transition area over here now ready. Into what's going to be our arcades. I mean, we can't do that much for the arcades anyways, because we don't have them. And we have to fit them in first. But I think as soon as we have them, that's going to be looking good. So we should go and look for metal. And then we need a piece that resembles... I do exactly know which one I need. It's from the aquatic set. And I am going to use it. Oh, we can actually use that one too. I think we're going to use this one. This should work as a pretty good garage kind of trim thingy. Sliding down in here, you know. I think this is gonna look really cool as with the metal and stuff. That should do it. Yeah. Absolutely fan of it. Yeah, that looks really good. Doing just one. Hold on. Guest. I think we could even have one more trim go down. Yeah, why not? That's good. And the only thing I need to get rid of is or not get rid of, but I have to just change the color, I guess, or make it move. Yeah, that's better. That's better. And then we could just have it here. So this is my beloved arcade area, which we're going to make look so much different now. I'm kind of digging this kind of style over here, with like these like angled walls and stuff. Question of the day: based on your personality, what kind of tree would you describe yourself as? Ooh, is there like a camel tree? That is a very interesting question. Honestly, I'll let you guys go first and not make myself a little bit of a idea for that, but this is a very good and very interesting question, Kane. And I mean, I actually mean that as like really interesting. Yeah, 90s retro vibes. This is exactly the way we go. It's exactly what I wanted to do with it. So I love that question, Kane. I love that. I seriously love that. I'd say I'm a weeping willow. Oh my god, I would absolutely sign that. No doubt about that. I would sign that in a second for you. I don't really know why I would be. Quaking aspen. Interesting choice. Super hard for me to answer. I have a couple of ideas, but I'm not entirely sure. 88 likes. There you go. Cha-cha blinks. Beton. Beton. Concrete, you mean, is a very... Yeah, this is plaster, though. We will use some concrete in a bit. Because I got a concrete idea. I'm sorry. So here we go, and this is where we need to merge then the... There you go. Let's just... There we go. This is where we merge it into here, and then let's push these ones. Oh, we can actually delete these then. Awesome. And now let's move those back so it's kind of clean here. Hold on. There, it's clean. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Where's all the light coming from, by the way? There should not be any light in here. I think it's again with this one. Shall we go for the steel look again? I like the idea of the steel. You know what? We could actually use the steel yet again. We have to make it look good from the outside anyways later on. So what if I put the steel in here and then put the steel in here and here? That looks a lot better. It has the light. I mean, yeah, okay, it's the light coming from over here though, but it's looking really good. And I'm kind of digging the style outside anyway, so that's kind of cool. We just need our Wendy's. Okay, just as an answer, I think I got my answer for the tree. I think I would be an apple tree. I think I would be an apple tree. And I can give you also the reason why. I think I would be an apple tree because I quite like how an apple tree grows. As for the form factor, I like the fact that it takes a while until you can do something with it, you know, until the fruits are really ready. I always used to be someone who took a while until he succeeded in something, but if I did succeed in something, it was really based and good. I think that that fits my personality quite well. Also, I like the fact that apples can taste differently. You know, there are different variants of it, and depending on what you do with it, you can use apples in the most various ways possible. Um, so yeah, I think I'd be an apple. Rudy Johnny Appleseed. It's weird that Planko doesn't support ray tracing. It does! Patomas PG, it does. It is actually ray traced in here. Everything is ray traced. This is officially in the settings. If you go in the settings, you will see there is global illumination. I have it set to maximum, and that is fully ray traced. However, not fully. Well, it is fully, but it is not like there is unfortunately no in-game light casting from in-game lights, but apart from that, it's all ray traced. You can also see, I can even set bounce lights and stuff, and you can see how that works from the inside and stuff. It is fully ray traced, so yeah, it's looking pretty good as a ray traced game. It does. There's like, you can also see that with indoor sections most of the time. They look pretty fantastic. Like if I were to, you know, because we're at it, let me just quickly show you. Just gonna quickly go around the corner and show you that this game is actually ray traced. Well, ray traced. Just gonna go into my souvenir shop on the other side because that one really shows it off nicely. If we go over here, you can really see how the light affects us all. Like if you go in here, you can now see how that all looks. Oh, it's so good. I could also show you with like a fully vanilla. I can also show you with all the fully vanilla settings. Hold on. Let me just quickly go back to all vanilla settings. Preset. Can I go all the way back? Hold on. I'm gonna say reset all. Confirm. Global illumination. Reset all. Off. Moon. Off. Okay, this is now vanilla lighting. So we can go and have a look with the vanilla lighting of the game, so you don't have any of my stuff. Hello to Vermont. How are you doing in Vermont? So yeah, this is now with all the that's the pretty normal in-game setting, but you can also tell how the shadows work and all that kind of stuff, and you know, it's all very nice indeed. I also can show you, if you go in here, this is now one of my queue areas. You can see it's getting, it takes a while, but it's getting fully dark inside. Here you go. Fortnite, good evening to you. Bam, you're gonna really have to implement that light, otherwise you don't see it. And over here you can really tell how nice that works. Yeah, I mean, the lighting in this game is phenomenal. It's really good. It's really good, depending on where you stand. But yeah, this is also why I use the mods, because I can show, the mod also helps to adjust the light more quickly, and this is why I'm going to load in again of my preset. Hold on for a second. Preset, and it is going to be Realism 2 or Realism 3. I never know which one I want. I think Realism 3 is still my thing. Good evening, X8 Ball. Licht. How do you go live on Planet Coaster? I'm new to Twitch. Basically, you go live to Twitch and you stream the game you want. In my case, this is Planet Coaster 2. That's as simple as it is, I guess. Yeah, well, I need this wall. And I need this wall to be like... Would have been so easy. Come on over. I'm gonna use you then. I'm gonna make these all very clean looking over here. Woo! Why do I put this all the way down here? Can you come... Can you please come back to us? Oh my god, where have you been? So this is basically the entrance area. I'm not sure. Like, I've seen they have like displays where you can grab your prices, and I think this would be a very neat corner to grab your prices over here. I think that would be a really neat corner. So I'm willing to actually sacrifice the staircase a little bit to make this potentially the corner where the counter goes. I do assume that we have a certain counter similar to how souvenir shops work. At least that's what I think it is. At least it looks like in the screenshot. Wait, hold on. The screenshot they shared, which is that one. It someone looks like that, right? in the background. There is like somewhat this kind of souvenir kind of thing. Like there are all the souvenir pieces. And I assume this is where... Can't really tell if there's a counter or not, but yeah, I think this is where I would see a counter of some sort. Anyways, I hope one day Planet Coaster 2 adds regional platforms for everything. Yeah, that would be absolutely, that would be really cool. So I'm just going to do it this way. Oh, let's just gonna pause the game. It's kind of crazy how bad the FPS in this project, like in this park, already are. It's a bit of a problem, gotta admit. But yeah, I have to work through. And these kind of crazy detailed interiors that they will be, they're not going to help in any sort of... Yeah, well, you know what we could do? I mean, as we are in the arcade, and I said I'm gonna go for this kind of purple theme, we could already make this go purple. Maybe more purple. I'm not sure exactly how, because the lighting will define quite a bit in here. So maybe bluish purple, purple. Maybe more into the little... Yeah. I think this is good. Right. So let's bring this over here. And then we're gonna bring this down. Oh, hold on. We could use for once the position snap, the distance snap, and we're gonna bring this down to 0.5, 2.5, like this. 1, 2, and then do that again, like this. 1, 2. That's kind of cool. Can I do it one more time, like so, and then 1, 2. Wow, way to screw that up, me. If Blanco wanted to be a true simulator, we need a world star fight mode. Okay. When one continues making an ass on me, on you. Oh my god. Yeah, Kane, you had one chance. I think we're gonna lighten this up. Doom, 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 doom. Is that bright enough? Nah, that's not gonna make a cut. This is just, yeah, that just makes it. And then like this. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's giving me the vibes I'm looking for. Yes, and there will be light eventually. Can you stop having this weird light bleeding? I think we're gonna finish this off now because of all the light bleeding that annoys me. So let's quickly finish all the stuff off in here so that this light bleeding stops. I need to have my interior light set the way it's gonna look anyways. Right. So that corner isn't working per se like this, but this is where we go and grab ourselves these ones over here and just grab them right away. Oh my god, there's so much more stuff now. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna go to use those instead. And now you can come over. Come on over. Oh, come on over. Please be on the grid. Please be on the grid. Is this... Have I rotated stuff on the grid? I potentially have. Oh my god, I'm a good guy. Or I'm not a good guy. Am I a good guy? I don't know, but... Let's see if it works. If it works, I don't mind too much. I think it does. So we're going to split this from the building. And I think it would be cool to just have that entire wall over here completely purple. You know, just to have like this completely... Oh my god, what was that? Can they please fix that? Wait, is there like a setting to the camera? Why that always happens? This is annoying AF. We are about, like, if we go for the normal stream time, it's just about 15 minutes left. How many likes do we have? I completely forgot, but are we at 90 likes already? We should be at 90 likes, right? If not, we need to get to 90 likes. So we're gonna make this one over here. The Green Blanco 2 is so much better. It is great. Yes, it is, but it is. Okay, so this is the color I'm going for. So I'm just going to grab all these pieces and make them this color. There you go. And let's see if I can get this done with all of these things. Okay, I have to just make that a little more like this. Yes. 89. Okay, that is just 5 likes above. Let's just push it further. Let's get to the 90. Can we get to 90, guys? Okay, it is really not aligned perfectly over here, but I can live with this. Let's just push this one over too. Okay, hold on. Now, let's just about select all of them. I should start recording again to edit it. I hate it when things were 0. Yeah, it is literally what it is right now, but it's okay. So I have to just find a point where I know. So. I mean, if it works, it works. And I think this just about does it. I think that's just about it. I think that's fine. And then as for... I mean, what we would need to do... But I'm gonna do it this way. It's fine. But I need to push it out as much as I can. This is gonna be an arcade. Yes, this is gonna be an arcade. This is going to be my preparation for an arcade. 90 likes. There we go, guys. There we go. Also, you know what? I'm just gonna make this once manually so we don't have the same as on the other side. Can you make an operating suspended monitor workshop? What the heck? No, I mean, you can fake it. In a way, just like I have faked my suspended dark ride on the other side here. Have a good night, Pantomas. Have a good night. Hope you had a good stream. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you next time around. And all these kind of things. And just have sweet dreams. Dreams. Okay, this is good. This is really, really good. What I need to do then is I need to just bring this up here. And this is the same color, by the way. It looks oddly not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have like a little bit of a dip here. Or actually, you know what? We can have like a bigger dip actually because I'm willing to put some stuff. And by stuff, I actually mean stuffies. On this little lip over here, as this is kind of symbolizing the prices you can have. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, whatever. It's not really the same color, is it? Huh. So here we go. That is all in purple. I quite like the idea to having all of that in purple, and then just for these sections here, it's not going to be purple, but I'm still using this stuff over here, so that should still work. Come on over. So if I'm going to rotate this way, we should also have... Okay, we don't have the color available. Let's just grab this color. Whoops. Yeah. Let's just make it work this way and then... Okay. Wait. There you go. Confirm. Bring it in. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. There we have it. Like that. And let's move it all the way over to the other side. So that should also work. And yes, this is going to be an arcade. Just as I said earlier. I mean, this is going to be the preparation work for it. Oh, we made it finally. Oh, God. That was quite a lot of work to do. Okay, now what we can do is, first of all, get rid of this one. And then we should be able to have a little bit of a diagonal wall over here. There should be way more than enough space to make that work. God, I hate the grid. Can I not see the grid for a bit here? I would love to be able to disable the outline of the grid. Not gonna lie. That one is super annoying. Is it? So, oh my God. There it is. Yeah, it's about as good as it can be. So let's do it that way. Bring it up, and then we just gonna have this one seal off this area. Oh my god, this actually, what have I done to myself with this area over here? It's looking good, but it's so much work to pull that off. There you go. 91 likes, guys. What a day that is. Good stream, good vibe, and we are even pushing our record already by 6 likes today. Let's see how many that can be by the end of the stream. I mean, technically it's just 7 minutes, but we can see where we go end of the stream. I'm liking this. This is kind of nice corner over here. And yeah, this is like these pieces. Where are they? There you go. Just grab me that one. And then we're just going to bring this in like so. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. There you go. And now what I need to do is just gonna copy this small bit over here. Whee! Come on over. Come fly over here. There we go. I mean, I'm kind of happy with the progress now. We started slow, but we made some very good progress. This is already more than I really have expected, because I know what we do normally on streams. So this absolutely is more than I realistically have expected. You know what we got to do? I think what would be cooler is if we do this with concrete to the top. I think this is gonna add for a nice little effect. If we were to use concrete, I guess, maybe that's looking cool. I don't know. Maybe that's nice. It's gonna be very dark as a roof though up here, but I'm fine with it, I guess. At least for having that here. So I'm not even sure if I want to maybe even give this a little bit here in the middle. Just give that a little area like that. I think I'm fine with going with concrete here for the roof, because there's like, this is the ceiling and not like cuts it off. Yeah, I'm quite okay with this. I'm quite okay with this. All right, look at this. We have finished our arcade area for the first part, obviously. Where can I go at the end of the stream? Most people are going to bed. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what are you all doing, guys? There must be people who do something else, right? Because for some of you guys, it's not night, is it? I mean, for me personally, it's always like for most of the parts of the stream, it is definitely going to be bedtime. It's a bad time. Okay. Let's bring this over and move them all down, so we mimic this kind of this angle. Wait, hold on. If we mimic this angle, we gotta change this a little. So 1 and 2, and just raise that up. So raise me up, blah blah. I should definitely not sing that kind of song, because that is absolutely not in the range of whatever. I mean, I can't even sing anyways, but apparently I cannot sing this song anyways. But hold on, there we go. Because otherwise this would have felt off if that's not the same kind of angle. For me it's night, but watching and creating music. Oh, you're creating music even? That is so cool. Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god, what is... Oh my god, I want to say this is great. I cannot really put in words how much that is. Someone has to translate, but it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for 5,000 KRW. What do you think would happen if Jurassic Park Ranger team is given a sleeping gas grenade with M to the revolving launcher? Is it nice? It depends what they are up for doing. I mean, if they're being chased by a hybrid dinosaur paired with some raptors, I guess they're going to have a good time. If they don't have anything else to do, they may have a good time too, but that's not too fun, if I put it that way. If you ever need some custom ride scores, let me know. Oh, I may actually come back to you. I have someone with whom I love to work together, but maybe having someone else because he's pretty busy too would be lovely. I have some ideas in my head, so really that would be a fantastic offer, to be honest. Dinner, hanging out with the kiddos the rest of the night, and then bed with a few hours. Ooh, Mystic Fox. That sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan. So this is concrete over here, right? Yeah, no, there you go. Flatten that out down here. Because I'm certainly not going to do it that way. And then I wonder how, okay. No, I just gotta connect that to here. Good. And let's say, also I can't pronounce your name, whoever asked that question about Jurassic World Evolution 3. I'm very sorry, but I'm not capable of reading out. The only thing I see is V6J at the end. So you're going to be V6J now. Apparently that's wrong, but that's all I can see and all I can do. So I think we gotta roll with this. So let's actually try to do 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 Doom, 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 doom. Do, do, doom, doom, doom. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Oh god, it's so good. The old Planko music, I don't know what it is, but I just love it so much. I just love it so much. Alright. Gonna bring this to the other side too. Awesome. Awesome. And then I guess Liam Awesome. Doom, 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 doom. Custom ride music is so underrated, honestly. Just in general, also the ride sync I did with the Golden Coaster. Obviously, that was insanely hard to pull off, but it was also so satisfying to do. It was so oddly satisfying to do. Honestly, I'm so proud. I'm so freaking proud of what I've achieved with this thing. It's legit crazy, really. I'm really passionate about it. After spending 10 years performing with a major orchestra, after producing and songwriting for artists, as well as scoring TV commercials. Oh my, cool. Oh my god, Ricky, that is really damn cool. That is really, really cool. Do 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 do. Dim 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 dim. Yeah. Just putting a window in. I'm sure if I'll keep it here, but we are about to end the stream in time about-ish, guys, today. It's just 1 p.m. for me. I'm just going to do a couple of little fixes, some first lighting in, and then we might end this. But it's been, again, a very fantastic stream, and I'm really looking forward to next week. Look at how it's already going. Kane, even though I know where this is coming from, I think that's not even too bad of an idea. That would be so fun. Yeah, sketchy end. You can do so much great stuff with it. So much great stuff. And then it's so good. But I know what you know, the time is always the problem. It always is the problem. So let's put a neat fence in here, and obviously this is gonna be bright, and this is gonna be purple. There you go. I'm gonna really carry that purple theme through here. Look at you. This is perfect. Bring this over. Oh my god, it's not aligned. It's not aligned. So let's. Oh my god, why? Why would you do this to me? Okay, this is aligned, but now I didn't know it's so off angle though. Anyways. So. Awesome. This is then where it goes. Do, do, do. Do. See, there is a reason, like, I wanted to make this arcade really feel not too simple. And I feel like this view over here is already the perfect example that I did succeed. I will also not put too many things in the view because I feel like it already looks pretty damn cool. I'm very, very curious to see how that looks once really good pieces and stuff are in, like the actual arcade pieces, obviously. But I must admit, I'm more than happy that I choose to go for the theme and that I made myself so much work. I put myself into so much work to pull that off, but I think it was really worth it, right, guys? I mean, this is really it. This is really what I wanted to achieve. Now, what's kind of cool is we can now go in and do like a bit of nice lighting. So what we can start with is we could put like these kind of lights on top here. They don't really do much, but I do some subtle lights. We could also use this one. This has a bit of, yeah, I think I like this one even more. So what's kind of cool is we can make them scaled smaller and have them on top in here. So they do create already pretty good light. So we could make this light like purple. We could also make this like go in a way that it adds some interesting colors to it. But obviously what I want to do is some purple light to it, because that is giving the vibes of an arcade, you know. I don't want to have too many of those because they're quite powerful. So we're going to bring these in, and then, oh, you know what? Actually, in this case, we are going to, is this always on? It's on loop. Okay, perfect. So if I do copy that, wait, hold on, copy, and then we're going to use the, is it 2 meters? 2 meters is too little, but we can skip to 4 meters then. And 4 meters here. Yeah, that is perfect. So having 4 of them in here with each 4 meters of a difference in between is kind of nice. And we are going to create a group out of it because I feel like we have to adjust the lighting more often than once later on. So obviously what I'm going to do is I'm just going to select them all, and then we can see if we go in and whoop this. This is like way too bright, but we can tone it all down. Whoops. We can tone it all down, confirm, so it's not creating too much light. Yeah, I mean we can play around with this later, but I think I like these to be here. Then what we absolutely need is like a glowing strip up there. That's gonna be it. The world needs a hard rock metal themed park, just like, I absolutely would love that. Kane, I would be in that park. I absolutely would be smashing it. I would be loving it. This is the best piece we can have for that. This is a wonderful freaking neon piece. We're going to have this very much used in here. So that's going to be making the neon strip go. Because these pieces, I know exactly why they are so good. I have used them throughout the entire build of my golden coaster, and they are absolutely perfect. They are the best neon pieces in the game. It's a bit of a shame that they're so short, and you can also, I mean, you can technically, and this is what we're also going to do, you can kind of achieve a bit of a bigger, longer, if you just, it doesn't really work this way. You can't really pull them too nicely into each other. So that's why I try to do a bit of things here. But yeah, that's just what you do. And now we're just going to bring them all together. Woo! There we go. And as the last one is a little too longy, we are just going to really move that a little to the middle. That is nice. And now you can obviously then also play around. Like you can do this like full color. You can go darker. You know, it's just like a little subtle. You can make it fully blown like this. Which I think even for the top, this fully blown makes more sense even. So it gives that kind of a card vibes here to the top, which I'm a big fan of. So apparently we also need these things in the middle here to just add to the vibes. And this is where we are going to merge them into the wall. Whoops. Hold on. You can also rotate them, and then they are giving like some cool indirect light. If you do it this way, I think actually this is what I want to do here. So we're gonna give this a very nice indirect lighting next to these columns. So you could do it this way, and you got that indirect like effect. I think what would be cool is just pull them off a little more. Yeah, this is cool. So you have that like this, and then just move them over, and then move them over again. And what we really could do is we could then go and look for the, what I also like to do, I did quite do a lot of these things in the golden coaster. So I went in and I said illuminated, which makes a lot of sense because these are also just pieces that need to be illuminated. Some of them are glowing, but other things are just illuminated. And this is also where you find a couple of nice neon pieces. Obviously, these are the ones, unfortunately, that are the best for those things to do. They cannot really go that small, but they are small enough for our specific case over here. And we can then make them purple for our needs. I think this is the purple I go for. There you go. And it's kind of cool because they do not emit light. They just glow. And by that, you can pair them exactly what I'm doing right now with the glowing lights, which is going to make it all look so good. Look at that. So you have, I mean, you can't really tell about the subtleties of these things now. I think this is where we need to make them be a lot more crazy in their difference of color. So let's see. And then that last one, we're gonna make almost pink. And there we have. So it's just like giving it a bit more contrast. Yeah, that works better. So it does have a bit of contrast. Look, it's giving already pretty nice arcade vibes, isn't it? That's really giving more arcade vibes. Love it. I don't think that I'm going to do much more. What I'm willing to do, though, is I'm willing to just get these. Where are they? Where are they? There's like type. Yeah, these ones are good. 92 likes on the stream, guys. Next stream needs to be a target of 100 likes. There's no way around this. We are getting there. So what I'm going to do is we're going to have these lights, scale them down, and then we are going to have them somewhat to the side, but not fully. You know, so that they match up over here. So 1, 2. Gonna create a building real quick. Add them to the building, and then obviously we need to put them on loop and loop. And we're going to make these lamps also be one in here. There goes one. And then we're just going to bring this to the back wall. 1, 2. And then this is, oh my god, there you go. 93 likes. There you go. I still want to know what 5,000, what is that? Korean dollars? What is this? I'm so sad that I couldn't say thank you properly. It's just really not my style. But I can't. Can someone help me with that currency? What does this translate to? And what currency is this? What land? Like, what? Guys, help a camel out here. So, these things can obviously... Oh my god. Marcus DC, long time no see. Hello, dropped in 6 years after wonderful Central Hours. Oh, that was you! Oh my lord, yes! Oh, that has been so fun. That's been such a fun project. It's really, really kind of sad that it didn't pull off the way it should have. But that's just unfortunately how it sometimes goes. But damn, that was a great. It was Korean. Ah, okay. Is this pink? Is this pink selling? I'm not really. I'm really unsure. Woo! What about green? This oddly adds. This oddly works. Ah, Okay, I'm gonna. It was definitely fun, absolutely. But it just, I remember it just hit that, like, such a low moment of the game, and in general, it's such a weird situation sometimes. You had that, like, big momentum, and all of a sudden that just completely vanished, and I was like, okay, what? Sorry, hello? So, let's see if I can do as a last little thing for today, marble. Marble obviously is not emissive. Yes, thank you. I need to see how small can I get this thing. That should work. So it's gonna be 1, and then we need to just about have a lovely little dip in between, like this. And then the good question is, what do we mix this with? Because, like, if I do this like so, do we then go to like dark purple with green in it? Now I'm just gonna go purple pink somehow. Purple blue, purple pink, purple purple. Yeah, let's go purple purple, but then give it a bit of bright color to it. I think this is the pattern I want to go with. Let's quickly throw that in, and let's see if we can benefit from that. Also, I'm not entirely sure which angle I'm going to align with. I think my best call would be to keep... I think the best call is to go with the staircase as a... Because that's what you look at, and then this might actually be the best alignment for the whole thing. If I do it this way, I think, yeah, that works. And the ground isn't going to be changed, but this thing is going to be changed. So we're going to have a couple of tiles in here that need to be aligned properly. So let's do another one here. And we need to do something about the outsides anyways, but this is going to be working in a way that I did not expect to work, but it's fine. And it's looking really cool. So let's have a look how that goes. Thank you, Kane, for the heads up of what it is. Very, very, very nice. Very, very nice. Very big thanks to the person who donated that. And also so cool, Marcus, to see you in here. My God, it's been... Is it 6 years already? God. I remember us having the phone call about that first, and I remember exactly where I was at my old work, and like on that plaza of our old work. This just doesn't exist all anymore. All sold. Other agencies and stuff working there now. No, I don't have the update already. I'm just preparing for it. It is obvious what we are getting, so I'm obviously trying to prepare myself as best as I can. So let's just grab all of that and then do this. You know what we're gonna do? I'm just going to get rid of this one, and then I'm gonna... I would need to get rid of this that too. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this, and then I'm going to do my best effort at that. See that it's not going to be too far away from each other, so it still gets that kind of cool effect going on. Move it closer. There we have it. The kind of cool bit is we could also then just have some like art shapes, art pieces that work with it too, because I think they also are a little shiny. Why I am not going to use them too often. It's legit one of the reasons. But they could work very nicely in this. 97. Okay, you know what, guys? Make it 100 and we end the stream. As I said, 100 likes, we end the stream. It's not fair as a new record, though. We're going to keep this to like 90 or so. That was the record, the fair record. Oh, look, this is exactly why I did this. This is the reason why I wanted to go for this type of floor. All right, so how much floor do we need over here? I think more than that. Let's see if I can grab him there. Is that correct? I should have gone for more because of that should work. Because I need to align this properly. Yeah, there you go. Do, 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 do. Perfection. Okay, that works. And now let's see, how many do I need here? I think I need to just have that all does the trick, and it should be working like this. 98 likes. We are almost there. We are almost there. Okay, let's just... Oh no, there's still stuff missing. Okay, I'm just... It's two... Is it 2 rows or is it 1 row? Okay, I'm just going to copy 1 row here. And then the last bits as well. Damn it. Okay. So it's these. Oh, I think they are sticking. Okay, let's delete all of these that are sticking out. But I think we should be able to manage that fairly good. So that one over here needs then to be... That's still inside, is it? Yeah. So what I need to do is I just need to bring this down a little, and then that's good to go. Yes. I don't have early access. I don't. I'm literally playing on the old branch. It's not the new branch or whatever. It is the normal game that you all have, guys. I'm just preparing. I have no new pieces. I have no arcades or whatever. Don't you worry. You can rest. You can keep calm. I don't have anything. Otherwise, I wouldn't be streaming. Because that would be illegal. Is that... Okay. I shouldn't be whistling into my microphone, should I? We're still not at 100 likes. I can't end the stream. I thought the arcade came in... no, it's coming next Thursday, actually. The 30th. The 30th. Okay, I think we cleaned that all up. Oh, this corner isn't fully done yet. Let's just do this. Oh God, you guys, you cannot even believe how nostalgic that music feels already. It's crazy. I'm just like, Planet Coaster is so special, obviously, to me. It just started my entire YouTube, shall we say, career time, I want to say. Because is it a career, really? I think it's not. It's just still a very nice hobby, though. Okay, so in order to make this work properly, I think we can make this work by pushing these things. Everything we have in here needs to be somewhat lower than the other stuff. And then 99, my friends. Oh, this is not lower. Okay, let's just lower this down ever so slightly. That should be it. And now, if my calculations are correct, I should be able to somewhat do it this way. Without it... Ah! No, both are sticking out somehow. Okay, let's delete that one. Bring this one in. Up and down, up and down. It's going to be tedious work here. It's going to be fine. Okay, so that tile is kind of fixed. That one is going to go over. And it's going to be like this over here. 100... Oh my... Where came these 5 likes from? What the heck? Guys, guys want me to go to sleep, I guess. I just absolutely loved your miniature garden, and I will be one like, okay, that's so cool. I can't touch you, no. Now, I can't touch it now. Now, not no, now. Oh, dang it. Okay. I'm just going to finish the tiles, and then I'll be ending stream. I'm happy you guys helped me out, and will make me go to bed. It is what it is. The flicker. The flicker. I can't stand the flicker. There you go. I'm also not sure if I will do the same over here. I might actually... This is too annoying to do this all the... but I mean, actually, to be fair, might actually be not that hard, to be honest, because it's, I guess, not as bad as I thought it was. So I think that was about the hardest thing to do. And now these can all be deleted, right? That was just like the purple one. And then I could do the same almost like everywhere, right? Is this like both? Yeah. I could just try to do this a couple more times. So it's not sticking. Ah, ever so slightly it is. Okay. I'm gonna just use this piece then again and push that back. Okay. So I think if it is all working out, I should be able... I reached 1028, I guess. There now end, yeah. Hey, Rudy, how's life? Life is good. I would love to stream further, but I already am going overtime here, which stream, rightfully so, is about to send me to bed. No, I'm having a great time. I can show you in a second what we've done today. And also, I should have checked out a coaster. Is this person still there who wanted me to check out a coaster? Because I want to... I want to promise that I will be doing this next time around. It just got way too late here. I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, it's super late. It is super late. Okay. Look, guys. We can actually walk in. We can actually walk in. Why not? There you go. You just hit play. Oh my god, look at this. Ah, there was one sticking through. Well, you know what? This is actually, we can put a plug here because there needs to be some electricity plugs in here anyways. But the preparation work has been done. From now on, this is going to be all good. What I wanted to do... Okay, hold on. There's one thing I wanted to do. Maybe we can find a good piece for that. Because otherwise I'll forget. This is like a little special. And this is... Yeah, we have to find a piece for that. Let's say metal. It doesn't really matter what it exactly is. We need a piece that has a roundish top, which kind of could be this one already. I think this one could already work. And we're going to make this somewhat gray and gray too, because this should be a... I think that piece already works. That piece should work. And... we're going to create this really quick. Like that. And what we also need, and I think this is really easy to find, is that one over here. It's way too big, obviously. We're just going to do it this way. And we're going to make this right, so I know where this is. And we are going to have this here. And here. And then we also need... the other side of it. Oops. Can I just like so? And then this needs to be here. Let's plop that further in. Yeah, there you go. Okay. Now, is this from... Oh my god. Okay, so I think I'm just going to select these pieces. 4 pieces, perfect, split from building, and we have it. So what this is like a ground tank for like electricity, you know? These type of things you do have in areas where you need some plugs and you don't want to have this, like, have these things ugly from the wall or so, or like below some desks. This is basically what you do have, and this is what I wanted to achieve as well. So have these things, whatnot, in here. Because we will have these arcades, obviously, standing around in the room, right? So this is why we are having this here. I think this is a good idea, right? I think it's a good idea. Cool! Look at that, guys. Look at that, guys. And now let's do for the final walkies. Okay, so we come out from the outside. You know, it's pretty hot. It's a hot day. If you peek inside, you can see there's arcades in the back. Oh god, it's so good. We need to do some really cool arcade signs from the inside. But yeah, we get in, and then this is what you're greeted with. And then you can, from over here, you've got these ground tanks, really cool. And then from over here, you can walk over into, which is going to be our industrial restaurant area. And then down here, you've got even that restaurant with like this backstage area of it. I think it's almost about it, which, you know, is going to be, I love the lighting in this game. Gonna put some lamps in here as well, put some tables in, and then we're about to go. You can also go outside and have a bit of food outside. There's some trash outside as well. But yeah, so that is that. I think it works super fine. We can put some menus on top here too. This would be good to have the menus over there. I think this is a very fair thing to do. And then you go over to the arcade. It's a very cool place. I think this is how I really would love to be in such a place. It seems to me very realistic. Not gonna lie. This is super realistic. How I envisioned this being. Like all the connections that you know, can join from over here. Tinky Cat, thank you so much. But like also the idea that you can like go in here, then like get something. We can do some fake restrooms here, and then you go all the way and have a play and whatnot, and then you go all the way here, and all of a sudden you are in like a pretty different part of the park. You know, you just made your way around the corner. There's like a planter in between. I think this is a very, very solid build. I think this is a very solid build. Very, very, very solid. Okay, we have to end it even though I don't want to. Just gonna take a couple photos. Because I just like it the way it is. Just making sure that I have some photos from now. Oops. Okay, one thing I want to quickly check is if I guess it's very hard to find. Like if I do type in browse and a restaurant. The thing is, I want to, like if I go for restaurant, you get a whole bunch of restaurants, obviously. What I would love to have is, for example, like plates. Okay. Plate. Also, I sank so much down in my chair that the lighting got crap off my face, and also I was hidden behind my... Okay, how do you would teller? German, also not. Kitchen. Oops, not like kitchen be kitchen. I wonder if they're like some kitchen items or so. What's that? Speaker line array. I'm TikToking, I know. Oh my goodness me. That is great. Speakers will be part of the arcade anyways. Oh my god, look at the Tron sign. Ooh. Nice. But I wanted to say, kitchen. Let's say kitchen again. Obviously this is super great, but a kitchen set, what is, yeah, that's the stuff I meant. Like all these kind of small pieces, would be so good to have more of those. I'm not sure if people have been doing this. This is all cool stuff over here from Buster's Ray. Really, really great stuff. We've got kitchen collection. People have been doing. Ooh. Tasty. Look at that. Very nice. But I actually, maybe I have to do it myself then soon. Got such an Aston creation actually. It's not Aston though. It looks like. Would have said that like typical Aston Wolf. Kitchen props. What's that? Crider shot. Oh boy. So good. Soda pop. There is like a lot of these kitchen items. I am willing to say that they're all... Oh my god, look at the fire extinguishers here. Ooh, they're so good. But what I would need to have is like all the tiny ones. What the heck is this? Magical scrub. Ah, that is so clever. That is so clever. But what's the pan? Do we have this pan in game? Interesting. The rainbow fish sushi. Oh my god. So good, so cleverly done. That is that too much scaling? That looks like too much scaling being used here. Yeah, but this is what I meant. Like this is microwave. Hold on. This seems like there are some individual items on here, right? Yeah. Lol. I haven't said lol in 5 years, but that thing absolutely deserved it. I was shocked for a brief second here. I could have fooled everyone by using that. This thing is also crazy. But I would need lockers. Oh my god, these lockers are fantastic. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry, but I have to showcase this. The clock over here is amazing. I have to download one thing at least, so I have this creator. Oh, what the heck is this? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's the 1st of February, so it's not like that this person... Did this person know something, I guess? That's also a clever idea. I should steal that. I should absolutely steal that. 105 likes. Yeah, you want me to go to bed. I am going to grab also these cars. This, yeah. I'm going to download this one, make a photo of it. So I have to create a Patman. Patman is bought. Patman is the man. Okay, this is ridiculous. Patman is the man. This is ridiculous. He's got all these individual items, right? Some cones and stuff. Oh, God. Yes. Patman hasn't been doing anything else in this game other than creating small items. Any house, guys. Kane is absolutely right. I am absolutely TikToking. So, guys, it's been an amazing stream. It's been an amazing stream. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you guys did enjoy it too. We are going to stream again on Tuesday and on Thursday. Of course, on Thursday we're going to play the new free update with the arcade machines and stuff like that. We're going to look at that. We have fun. So maybe on Tuesday we are going to play Planet Zoo again, potentially, I guess. I don't know. Maybe we do. Yeah. So put that into your calendars if you can. I'll be back then with you guys. Hopefully by now you have seen that I will be continuing to stream. Had a good time. Hope you had a good time too. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and so on. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please consider doing so, telling the algorithm that you like content. I know your feeds may actually be very full, but that would help me tremendously. Also, if you were to watch more videos on the channel now, that also helps the algorithm. Binge watching apparently is superb for the algorithm. But anyhow, I wish you guys all the best. I'm TikToking, as I said. Have a good one.